Hello, everyone, my beautiful friends. How are you? Will somebody let me know if you can hear me okay? I see Mandy is here. Dana, hi, Dana. Book open. Media a mystery. Well, the mystery is about to be revealed. We've got Erica here. Hello. Hi, Sarah. Kazi, Ren. Oh, man, media a mystery too. I am very excited about this one, friends. Angela, hello. Eleonora, welcome. Okay, my connection stopped for a second, so I paused. Autumn, I love that. Let's see. We've got Jana, hello. Awesome. Thank you, Dana. You guys can hear. Team RJ. Well, you know I'm a fan of that. Emma is here. I love seeing all of my beautiful friends. Hi, Kat, Hadassah, and yes, beautiful folks in the chat. I flipping love you guys. Let's make sure you guys are on the screen. Okay, I think I've said hello to everyone that's in the chat. If you're here, but you haven't said hello in the chat, we don't bite yet. So make sure you say hi. So the book that we're working in today, you guys voted, is Fairytale Worlds. I've not colored anything in this book. I did film a flip through, but it's not on the channel yet. It's coming. And I love her. I love her illustrations. I love that they're hardback. I just love them. Hi, View. Biting is later. Biting. Oh. Why am I so slow, my friends? I don't know. Hi, Screen Gem. Great to see you. Atlanta is here. All of my friends are coming in. I'm so happy. Kaza, hello. If I mispronounce anyone's name or I don't say something correctly, please forgive me. Just let me know the error of my ways and I will try to. Okay, hopefully we have a horrible storm. There's like torrential downpours happening outside right now. I have my raggedy sweater. It looks like I'm living in the street. It's just, I love this daggone sweater. Your girl's actually cold today, which is not typical, but it is just nasty out. So I have picked a palette to compensate for that. And for once, I'm not doing a rainbow. I thought this looked so much like these flowers. So I want to do them this bright, crazy bright, raggedy sweaters. Yes, they are loving. I was going to make some hot chocolate with my healthier marshmallows, but I was looking around like, I don't know how that's going to work out. Hi, Gina. So glad to see you. So I thought, hell yes, these look just like this. And I want bright. Elizabeth, we're so happy you're here and your perfect timing. So I'm thinking this is color cube card 107. You don't need these cards, but I have them. And if anything, I was kind of feeling a little bit uninspired this morning. I think it's because of the weather. And I was looking at this page like, I don't know. So I opened up my color cubes boxes and started looking at cards, and like that started feeling better. It's more like what is the word I'm looking for? My brain, I'm not very sharp, right? I'm not as sharp as tack in the drawer today, I'll put a post on somewhere, the marshmallows that I use. Now they're not healthy. They're healthier. So that's the catch right there. They're marshmallow free, Autumn. Vicky, so glad to see you. I borrow other cards when I see them on YouTube. I love that. And that's a great thing to do. So I'm thinking this for the flowers. I'm so excited because we're not only doing a book I've never done before, we're going to use a medium that I just got. Do you guys know how much I like having firsts with you? I feel like you do. I thought the sky, because it's so shitty out where I'm at, let's do this. And doesn't this look pretty much like this? I think so. It looks like, what did I miss? Oh, yeah. Sometimes we don't see someone in the chat. So if that happens, please let me know. And I'm trying to make sure it says all messages. So if for some reason I don't acknowledge you, please know I'm not doing it on purpose. That there's some kind of shit happening that I didn't see. Yeah, Elizabeth, we're so close to each other, like around 2 hours, I believe, and it's just her. But the secondary entrance, I did post this on my community tab. There's no water, but the main door, there is some water. Where's it coming from, friends? Because it's not secure. My house is not secure. So he put a fan on. Your girl has to be done with this shit soon. Let's see. Been doing low carb, low sugar for 3rd week now. And it doesn't feel good when you first start doing that, for sure. And I'm a fan of cycling through things. You guys know I'm a nurse practitioner. I'm a huge nerd. Hadassah doesn't have Fairytale Worlds, Working in Universe. I love that book. Okay. So we'll talk more about health later. So I want to do this type of a sky, and we don't have much room. So I'm just thinking like the goods of it up here, and then some type of water like this down here. And then I've got this for the butterflies, just thinking these colors are gonna look stinking cute. Hello, Beverly. So glad you're here. Jeanette, my beautiful friend. So glad to see you guys. When I was thinking this morning how I felt a little down, and if I'm being honest, I feel kind of disconnected because we didn't do Sunday vibes, and that's on me. I was kind of like, when was I going to film it? Because we did a live on Saturday. And so I feel like disconnected to some degree. So I'm very glad you guys are here. So if you hasn't gotten, I have color first in the fourth. And see, I shot a coloring book haul. Thank you, Jana and Elizabeth, for sending me books. I also bought some books. There was something like 20 books. I was worn out. I don't know how long this video was going to be, but instead of doing dedicated flips, your girl decided to do quicker flips through all of them, as quick as I can possibly do them, which is not like super quick. And it just was so inspiring to me. So now your girl just finished the completed pages list, and I'm getting ready to film that. There was no way I was going to have time this morning to get that done because there just wasn't any time. How many hours are in the day? Not enough. Hello, Jess, my beautiful friend. So glad you are here. Jeanette says we have 2 days with the grandchildren, so no Nana coloring. Jeanette, that's going to be me starting next Friday. I'm going to have the baby. He's turning 1 the following day. Well, he's not. He's turning 1 at the end of March, but his 1-year-old party is next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. So the week before his birthday, I have him all week, all day, every day. Your girl's not sure how she's going to see patients, color, film with the baby, but you bet your ass I'm going to find a way. I'm going to figure it out. Let's see. Hadassah says, I only got 1 to see how I would like the illustrations. You know, I know a lot of my friends talk about maybe starting with less, and I can see that because when I was looking through my list, okay, so I have work, I have patients. Today's technically my day off, but I have other things to do, which are my jobs. And Tom, when he came home to inspect for water, was like, how how's your day going? And I'm like, I have so many things to do. And I told him all the things that are priority. And he's like, well, I would start with the coloring also. Because all over my bed is all of the books I want to color in. So that video, I'm going to shoot it tomorrow, because by the time this is done, I'm probably not going to have a voice left. But I'm so flipping excited. Artist, my beautiful friend, so glad to see you. We're going to work on a fairy tale today. And if you know me, you know, I don't know anything about fairy tale. So I don't know what this fairy tale is. That's what naps are for, coloring. I love that. You know, I dream about coloring. And if I get up in the middle of the night and I can't go back to sleep for any reason, because I am 51 years old, so I'm perimenopausal, I just think about coloring something. Sometimes I'll even get up and I'll grab a book. Which reminds me, Yvonne, so great to see you here. It's easier at 1-year-old. Ours are 2.5. Twins. That would be hard. Yes. He is a ball of fire, and there's nothing about my house that's baby proof. So I'm kind of limited with what I can do with him. So I also want to share and make me some. We talked about, come on, camera. We talked about a buddy color and like a channel buddy color for March, and you guys voted. And it's going to be in one of my favorite books. Did you guys know Rita Berman is my favorite illustrator? It's so hard, though, to know that for sure. Hi, Debbie. So glad to see you here. So the page that went out for the channel buddy, you're going to want to get in on this if you have this book. If you don't have this book, because if you live in the U.S., it's very expensive. It's got to come from overseas, and it takes a long time to get here. If you feel left out, please don't. You can still color along with us, and we can tag each other and have fun. That's what matters the most. So this is the stinking cute page that won out. Hello, Brittany. So glad you are here. If I missed anyone else, please let me know. Debbie, you ordered it on Sunday. Yes. Is going to be delivered today, and it is pouring rain. So if I get the notification Amazon is here, I'm going to have to pause and run outside. If I do that, maybe we'll do a very quick flip. No promises. Because I don't want to leave it in the wheelbarrow outside of my house to get soaked. So this is the page. You guys, are you in on this? Here's the rules for this. There are none. I want to have this done for March. If you're not done for March, when you get it done, I will share it. I am of the mindset, I do not want, yay, Yvonne is joining, hooray. I don't want any extra pressure. Because when I was thinking about filming my completed pages video, which I haven't done yet, I'm very behind, and I don't know why, except of course I work several jobs and I color every day. That is a non-negotiable. Totally in, it's right in front of me. Let's go. Hi to everyone who answered. Okay, so we're going to do this for the buddy color, and I am so flipping excited about it. I want to go camping. Not today, because it's pouring down rain. Oh dear, Jess, this was one of the things you voted for, my friend. You said you wanted this page too, so add it to your 150 things. Yes, and I'm halfway through your video. I don't remember if I commented on that or not. So this is from Das Land Decline, and I'm not going to try, friends, because I suck at this. The Land of Small Adventures from Rita Berman. Let's put that over there. So do you guys want to see? I know, Jana, you showed me your desk, and I'm so flipping proud of you. Yay, Vicky's in. Hooray. Yay, Dana is in. So you guys want to see what your girl picked up? Yeah, I can't help it, but I did not get the full set. So I'm kind of disappointed in myself for that. Look at what I picked up. I am enamored with water-based mediums. Enamored. Yvonne, I was brave, but it has started the ball rolling. So, oh, awesome. You sent your TLC page also. That, you know what? I wasn't happy with my TLC page, and Jess, I shared that with you. I considered not submitting it. Just like the page, am I allowed to show it? I don't know if I am. You guys will have to wait for my completed pages video. But the one I did for Jazzy Doodle Designs collab, I almost didn't finish that one. In the end, I loved it. And that's why I replied to Piggy Pen Tubes, Joe, on her, was it the completed plans? it's like exhausting trying to figure everything out and keep track. Not exhausting. That's the wrong word choice. It's exciting, but I feel I don't want to let anyone down also. So she said that she didn't like the way that something ended up, or she outlined something and wished she didn't. That's me to a T. I keep pushing. And then Tom is like, why don't you stop? He's like, stop. I'm like, I can't stop until I'm done. The Magical Worlds. Yes, I got my first pick. So Wendy from Jazzy Doodle Designs is also doing a full book collab in Johanna Basford's Magical Worlds. And I asked for the snails page, and your girl got it. I am so flipping excited. Still don't have Rita's book. I am so sorry, Autumn. Flipping great. Oh, yes, we're talking about this. So I only got the 36 set. Some pencils are missing because I'm going to use them today. I also have something else crazy I want to share with you guys. And I want to know, have you ever done this before? Does anyone know what's in my little container right there? I'll wait for somebody to let me know what they think it is. Brittany says, I've been feeling better since I saw my GI doctor. That's awesome. It's not awesome to have to go back for an endoscopy. Twisty colon, I have one of those. Dee, let me know about our buddies. Let's see. Strong words with Joe about how she needs to stop being so hard on herself. Jess, I kind of said the same thing to her. So, and I hope you shook her up a little bit. Blending powder. That's great idea, Autumn. Jana, salt. Vicky, salt. Kazi, salt. Yes. Suzanne, it is salt. Gina, this shit is salt. It could be rice. This is Celtic salt. So Celtic salt is going to make this flipping page sing. Tink is feeling salty. Anybody ever used salt in watercolor before? Has anybody ever done that? I have. It's been decades. Well, maybe not. Yeah, it's been over a decade. Maybe 15 years since I've done that. Brittany has the full set. Brittany, I am so jealous. But when I saw the price I paid for these pencils per each pencil, it was like 50-something% off. So I said, I can always go ahead and add more colors later if I would like to. Autumn has used it with watercolor. Hello, Leslie. So great to see you. Yes. So Debbie has not done it. I did it with dyes with ribbon and fabric. That is awesome. Hi, Kim. So great to see you here today. Okay. So I am so flipping excited about this. I love using salt with watercolors and silk painting. Awesome. And Jess, thank you. She just read my comment on Joe's video. And, I struggle with this. And so many of my awesome friends are like, you're an artist. So in other words, it might be easy for me. I think it's hard. It's very hard for me with the coloring books because can I share something else and just make myself super vulnerable? Is that okay? I only know how to just bear it all. I was watching, now I'm getting hot. See, when I start shedding my self to you, I have to shed my shirt, my jacket, so to speak. That could be taken the wrong way. Alex, we're so glad you are here. We're going crazy. And Kim, I'm sure nobody's going to stop me from going crazy. I was watching somebody's video and they were talking about new channels and how somebody's new to coloring and then they start a membership and how wrong that is. It was something along those lines. It really hurt my feelings. In other words, if somebody's new to coloring, they would have nothing to share. I want to challenge that because we all have something to share, no matter our level, our skill level, no matter what brought us here. And when I heard Joe's words on her video, it really got to me because I could hear it in her voice, that feeling of, especially when she was talking about what is, Jess, maybe you can help me out with the big I. Who is the person that she was with that? Even if you are talented, it still work. Yeah. I never knew that salt was a thing. We're going to have so much fun today. Let's see. So, Alex, we are working in Fairytale Worlds from Maria Trolle. I just got this book, so it's uncolored. Someone please say hello to me. Somebody please say hello to Brittany. We love you, Brittany. We're so glad you're here. We're going to work on the Stinking Cute page. This page is going to work, in my opinion, for Light v Dark 2026, the hashtag. It's going to work for hashtag Coloring with Tara 2026, because that's my hashtag. It's also going to work for the Light Dark for, okay, Jess, that's a horrible thing to say. How can you say just because they are new, they have nothing to share? You don't have to be a member. It's completely optional. So why insult someone? And here's the thing, because it kind of ruined my day. And Jana, I think I'm going to share that with you. I might not have, because why the hell do I take everything personal? It's like, I bet you think this song is about you, don't you? It's like, isn't it? But not because I'm vain. It's because I have insecurities. Now my face, I feel, is getting red, because why am I insecure if I'm an artist? Why wouldn't I be? I'm human. I'm imperfect. I make mistakes all the time. I'm constantly like, I should have done it this way or that. So when I saw what Joe said, I'm going to start crying. Like, if I think about it, she's like so flipping talented. And when she like tore apart the way she did cross hatching, I saw her page and I was like, wow, I want to do more of that. Why did I do it? And then she said she didn't like it. I was like, what? Good. There are a lot of new colors at the moment, which is wonderful. I agree. A less experienced colorist is more accessible. Kim, I could not agree more. And I think that's why I don't want to come from the stance of, well, I already know how to do art. That's why I call Joe an artist, from one artist to another. And she could run circles around other artists. Because are we vulnerable? I think that's a huge part of growth, is if we're vulnerable. Sorry, I heard you asked me a question, but didn't comprehend it because I was typing. I think you answered it, Jess. Yes, it was Piggy's video. Definitely go and watch it. Yes. Because I see them color and it's closer to what I can do. I really appreciate that. And the way that I see it, I feel like I know how to paint without lines, but when I see lines, I can get a little bit stuck. And then there's that perfectionistic mindset of, well, holy shit, mine has to be the best. And usually it's not. I'm just lucky. I feel grateful that Hadassah says some folks are just rude. I totally agree. Is Tara breaking up for everyone else? I do apologize about that. Let me see what internet I'm on. I'm on the right one. I sure hope it evens out in the wash. Jana, I didn't tell you. I'm sorry. Yes, Yvonne, you're drawn to newer creators because of that. I can appreciate that. New colorists have nothing to share. I know, right, Alex? Yeah, witnessing the start of a legend. I love that. I flipping love that. Her cross-hatching was awesome. I really appreciate people who have been doing this only a few years. YouTube channels are about different things. Exactly, exactly. Jeanette's been coloring all her adult life and still not as good as some of you. That's how I feel. I've been an artist for like 27 plus years. And some days I'm like, I don't even know if I know how to do anything good. You know, I think that's part of it. Yeah, Jess, create your own art is different. And if I'm being honest, it's hard for me to just go to lines with my artwork. Like my youngest son, Kevin, said, can't you just take all your paintings and just transform them to line work? Well, my paintings don't have lines. And then I get stuck in, because I like how perfect it is. And I can't draw without like a little bit of a shake. I've got a slight tremor. So there's that. If you have an advantage, I'd say it's working with particular media or having a more refined color sense. I appreciate that, Kim. I was trying to interpret her video about this too. I think she meant others shouldn't be trying to give a disclaimer for her own insecurities. Yeah, that's interesting. My audio is in and out. Is it like that for anyone else? I'm so sorry. Only thing I can say is it's probably the flipping weather. Honestly, I don't think you can call yourself a colorist if you don't have self-doubts. We are colors here. I'm not saying you're doubtful, but I certainly am. You know how I am when people diss my girl. I appreciate that, Jenna. You guys are flipping awesome. And I do apologize about this. I don't know how to make it not do this. So hopefully it's going to stop at some point. Eleanor says there's so many things to love about every page I see out there. I feel like we're our own worst critics. I totally agree. You guys are flipping awesome. It's that dragonfly's fault. I bet it is. Alex, I can draw, but I can only draw from a reference. Well, I want to challenge that that's not an only thing. That's not an only thing. And I say that because I use reference photos. And I don't consider that to be less than. I consider that to be somebody that's more of a realistic painter versus an abstract painter. But I don't claim to know everything. Sometimes you can't do anything about the internet. Yeah, it's yours. We're going to work on the page on Get Graphic. So these are the beautiful colors. I swatched them out. I really did enjoy working with them, but I have a few tricks up my sleeve, I think. I do. Right? I might not. So what I'm going to be doing, I've got my water brush. I have got a rag. And I'm going to be taking color directly from the pencils, like I do with my ink tints. I was practicing this when I was swatching them out, and I really, really liked the effect. I beg my students to use a reference. Yeah, Autumn, if we're trying to paint something that is looking like something, having a reference is the best way to do it, because what we believe we see is usually not what we actually see. Which is why I would like my students to do their stuff upside down a lot of times. And I know we've talked about that before. Yes, Hadassah, brave enough to post my pictures in the community. Oh, thank you so much, Hadassah. That means so much to me. It's like a person who could play piano by ear or by sheet music. Can you use with all watercolor pencils? Do you mean the salt? I've never done it. We're going to try it for the first time today. If you mean taking it from the tip, I don't see why not. I'm the same, and I can only draw from a reference. Yes, Emma. Struggle to imagine new things. You have no sleeves right now, so not easy. To see right up my sleeves, you have no sleeves. Why can I not follow the conversation? I don't know. Pull the color right off the tip of the pencil. Yes. Albert Doors, artist. Yes, they are on sale. Amazon, US. So I want to at least get started because we have to let this dry. I do have my blow dryer plugged in right over there. I want to kind of do a sky like this, and this is loosely interpreted, okay? So I'm going to grab this pink color, Pink Matter Lake. I really would have liked an even lighter pink color, but I don't have it. So I think I'm going to go in with Rose Carmine also, and we are just going to try it. You said you had tricks up your sleeves. Yes, I did. What the hell is wrong with me? Even if I'm not keen on a page, I will always heart it. You know, Pazzy, because you are a flipping sweetheart, that's why. Okay, I'm going to concentrate for a second, my beautiful friends. I am going to wet it first. So I'm looking at it that this up here, I'm not going all the way off the page. I'm just doing it here. That this is kind of like the sky. So I'm going to wet, whoops, don't wet the other page, Tara. I hope the new poly, the 20 new poly. Yeah, I want those Ilex. I cannot wait for them. So I am going to just wet this. I'm not 100% sure this is going to work, friends, but I am willing to give it a go. And I'm going to do this slowly. So I'm going into the pink and I'm going to be splattering on it, and it's totally fine. I'm already really liking what I'm seeing. I'm going to go into that darker color, the middle purple pink. Wet it, make sure everything is super wet. Really want this to be ultra saturated. Trying not to get it on the greenery, but no promises when I'm coloring, the odds are not in my favor with me staying in the lines. I love Maria Trolle's books for watercolor. I love water mediums. I'd rather use oil. And I'm sorry I'm ignoring the chat just for a second. I'm trying to hurry. I don't believe in speed with coloring, and I don't believe in stress with it. But because I'm going to put the salt in, it's going to require us to have a certain level of moisture on the paper. So not where we are completely puddled. So I'm kind of looking to see. So not completely puddled. Now I'm going to take that salt and I'm going to just sprinkle some on, and we're going to just let that dry. And we're going to see what happens. We're going to flip and see what happens. And I'm super excited. Oh, geez, my finger slipped. I hope the new 20 polychromos colors get ambiguous versions too. Amphibious. Yes, yes, yes. Did I miss anything in the chat? What did I miss? What did you say, Hadassah? Me too. Yes, so we are all interested in the new poly. So that's the other thing. I didn't know that these pencils were not smooth like polychromos. Hi, Lori. So glad you're here. So let's see how things are working at the moment with our little experiment. I don't notice anything yet. I don't notice anything yet, but it does have to dry. What this is going to do is it's going to have it bloom a little bit. And where the salt is, the pigment is not going to adhere the same to the paper. I did get some of the pink there. And you know what? That's how I color messy. I really do like the color so far. This is our inspiration. So, you know, it doesn't look like that, and that's totally fine. It does not have to look like it. Let's see. Did I miss anything in the chat with my beautiful flipping friends? So I'm so happy we have so many awesome, beautiful friends here today. I have a feeling you're here and you have not said hello in the chat. I'm Tara, if this is the first time we're meeting, and we love hanging out together. All of us, we are welcome. Everyone is welcome, no matter what our skill level is. Might be easier to see with darker, more pigment. Can't wait to see it dry. That is so true. And I am planning on going in with more than one coat, but we're going to see. So while that's drying, we're going to do the bottom part and just see what happens. I am team, let's go for it. So I kind of like this color scheme, but I want to add the pink. So I think I'm going to do kind of weave the pink in first and then come over the top and weave in the greener shade. So I'm going to just haphazardly, because that's the way I color center, and I kind of want it around her face. And now, once again, going in with my colors, I'm mixing both Rose Carmine, which is not the one I want to use. I want to use Pink Madder Lake, which I don't have in this set. And I'm using Middle Purple Pink. So these two colors, anytime I do a sky and there is water, I always want to mirror it to some degree in the water. And it is easier to do that when the page is still, like when you're doing it all together instead of coming back later. So I'm going to just try dropping some pigment in here also, wetting around the outside because I like to give my watercolor a space to go. And I do want to just wet this over here just so that that can bleed. Grab our salt. It may or may not work. So I know this would work if I used regular watercolor. I don't know why it wouldn't work with pencils. And from my research, which was short, it should work perfectly, but we're going to find out. I actually can see it working in the sky. I can see it. So when it dries, like Autumn, you said we have to let it dry. And I really like a more muted kind of palette in Maria Trolle's books. I say that, but I haven't completed that many pages in it. Yes, Albert Doors, Erica. What did I miss? Kat, we are so glad you're here. I'm sorry you're having a tough day. We're glad to have you lurking. I lurk constantly. I am a lurker. Gentle reminder. Thank you, Hadassah. I appreciate that. Frog tape can cover your page without damaging it. You can take it off where you don't want the color to go. Okay, that's good to know. Imagine if this worked with other seasonings. Put a little Cajun spice on there and see what happens. Who's to say it wouldn't, right? Frog tape just for walls. I've not done this taking from the pencil, but it looks like it would be easier to get a nice soft effect. I love doing that with the ink tints. Much more saturated of a color. So what I'm going to do, because I'm an impatient gal, if you look up here, can you see the sky, how it's kind of getting a bokeh effect? It's absolutely working, friends. It is absolutely working. But here's the thing. When you do this, you have to be okay with surprises. Does anybody else really like surprises? I'm not the only one, right? I flipping love surprises. One of the things I love about watercolor is it's kind of a surprise. See, oil paint, it is what it is. It doesn't, in the oil paint I use dries the same exact color. So whatever I see is what I get. And it dries in a few hours, so I can do a lot of blending, and I know exactly how to do it because I've been doing it for so long. Watercolor has always been a surprise. I've done hundreds of watercolor paintings. They've all been surprises. And I'm not claiming to be the world's renowned watercolorist because I'm not. But can you see that bokeh effect? I can't wait. I'm going to go brush the salt off of this. I better put it inside of my sink and not just on the floor, but it is absolutely working. Susanna's going to try it. Pink Himalayan salt will work really well too. That's actually what I was going to use, but I have Celtic salt. How is the water affecting the paper? Her pages take water mediums great. So you're going to get a little bit of warping, but I'm not worried about that. I care more about pilling up of the paper. Like, I don't think Johanna Basford's books, except Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, that I've tried it in with the dragons that we did. I think that was last week. Her books don't take it as well, but I tested these in Small Victories and it was fine. I didn't use salt there. I don't like surprises, but watercolor is still nice. I can appreciate that. Is it going through? That's a great question. Let me blow the salt off in my sink, my beautiful friends. Let me blow it off in the sink. Come on. Okay. I know you guys can still hear me. I'm going to wipe it off. Okay. I didn't try to wipe off what's underneath, but can you see? Now, it's not perfect. There's a few of these lines. I can fix that later. Do you see that bokeh effect? What is a bokeh effect? Leslie, that is a great question. That is when you have soft, I'm going to come on here and talk to you guys. The whole concept of a bokeh really has to do with photography and what you can do when you have an out of focus background, when you're taking photos, and you'll see starbursts. Not exactly, a bokeh doesn't mean it is a starburst. That's a separate photography trick. But it's when you have kind of like a little burst of color, like lightened. Oftentimes it's circular, and you can emulate that by erasing if you're doing pencil in circular motions. But this is a really great way to get it. Look at that. Now you can see the texture where the salt is, and I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I'm going to be able to fix that. It didn't go through when I used it on a different page. I'm going to check that in a second also. Watercolor has a mind of its own. It sure does, Erica. There is an awesome channel called The Mind of Watercolor. I love that. Bokeh is blurry light spots in photography. Thank you, Ilex. Sometimes I can't find the words. It's like I have it in my mind, but I can't like find the words to say it. Weeboo! Hello, I'm not new. Been lurking since day one. We're so glad to have you here. What is your name, my beautiful friend? If you don't mind sharing, we are so grateful you're here. Okay, I'm seeing a little tiny bit of ghosting, which that's actually a surprise to me because Maria's books did not do this in her universe book, but this could just be ghosting that when the page is dry will go away. So I'm not worried at all about that effect. And I've never heard of anybody putting salt in a book. So this is the first time I'm doing this for sure. I am subscribed. I just don't join chat like that. And that is okay. We are just so glad that you are here. Tajuna, did I say that right? Tajuna? That's neat. I'm going to try that next. Hadassah lurks also. Yes, we are so happy to have new friends here. So I'm not worried about what's happening in the background right now, meaning that it's ghosting or warping a little bit. What I am going to do, if you guys are good with it, I'm going to grab my blow dryer. It's right on the floor right there. It's going to take me about 15 seconds to dry this. Then I'll come back and then we're going to start working on everything else if you guys are good for that. I'm not even going to put a be right back screen on because I'm just going right over there. Okay. Hi, Lori. Great to see you. I appreciate that. And did I get your name right? Tajuna? I really, really appreciate that. Okay. I'm going to blow dry this. You are going to hear my blow dryer for a second. Okay. All righty. What did I miss? I'm so thankful. All of my friends are welcoming to Tawana. I'm so sorry. Thank you for correcting me. Great to meet you, Tawana. It's so lovely to meet you. I spelled Kazi wrong. You know, I spell things wrong all the time. I love my friends so much for being so welcoming. That makes me so stinking happy. Okay. So the other side looks great. If I really look hard, I might see a tiny little pink dot, but I think I'm very impatient. So I dried this page, but not 100%. Just dried it mostly. And I did shake the salt off of it. So if we look at the sky is a win. The other thing I'm wondering is what I think I'm going to try on some of the other stuff is not to add the salt. I'm going to do some different glazing and layering and then wet it and then do the salt. Because I'm thinking that it is Maria Trolle. Hi, Amy. Great to see you. This is Fairytale World by Maria Trolle. And we are using Albrecht Dürer pencils, and we are also using salt. So we're creating a bokeh effect, which is absolutely a win on the sky. And this over here, this is why I'm thinking I probably should do more glazing. And then the last thing I do is the salt. So we're going to just experiment. I'm good with winging it and just hoping for the best. If you guys. So now I'm thinking, let's get the lily pad on. So I know that this is kind of the inspiration, so I don't want them to write me. Maybe I do. I think I'm going to instead, go with dark phthalo green. And pawing about this book. I love this book. This is the first page I'm doing in this book, and I'm flipping excited about it. So we can do an experiment. Let's say this one over here, I'm going to use the pencil directly on it. This one, I'm going to take the pencil from it, and let's see who wins. I love experimenting. So my paper is dry. I do really like the way these pencils feel, like really like how they feel. I'm going to get you guys a little closer. A little bit closer. Come in a little bit closer, my beautiful friends. And I'm going to make it is not continuous focus. Okay, so I'm going to put the pencil, this dark phthalo green. And I'm kind of doing this not very carefully, if that makes sense. I love this picture. Been using my Albrecht Dürers in Flower Fantasy. Oh, I flipping love that. I don't have Flower Fantasy. I've had this quite some time, and this is the first time I've touched it. Janet, that means like so much to me. Wait, where'd you guys go? There you are. The first page I did in this book was the very last, the Sugar Plum Fairy. So you know the names. Oh, she's so stinking cute. I guess the names are at the back of the book. I just saw them. It's okay. I'll be surprised. I wish they were as smooth as the polys, but I like that they are the same wet versus dry. Then I have to watch a flip of it. And I did a flip of this book, and it's coming out this week. Stay tuned for that. Okay, so I did that with this, and I think I'm going to also put, let's see, I think I'm going to put a little bit of this Helio reddish, just a little bit down here. This isn't the way I normally color. Like, I feel like I'm going to want to come over the top with polychromos. We'll see. Some people prefer to use these dry over some backgrounds. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Thanks, Jeanette. Okay, so now for this one, I'm not going to do the salt yet. We're going to reserve the salt. So I'm not pre-wetting the paper. I went right into the water. It's fine. I'm going to put green and blue in that water anyway. I just love using a paintbrush. I feel like that is one of my favorite things to do is to use a paintbrush, but I really am team pencils also, for sure. So I got that. Let me grab this bluer. Just going to put a little bit here and there. Still not going to put salt because I'm not sure how I'm going to refine this, and I can always re-wet it. Okay. As an oil painter, I don't have to think too much. Water can be green. Yes, I love green water. I love it. So Dana got the book. I love using them, coloring messy on a page and then coming back with one layer. That's interesting. Team Real Teal, I love that, Ilex. Melpomene color along for her last page in Flower Fantasy. She colors the whole page with Albert Doors as pencils. It's very good to know. Very good to know. I'm really liking how that lily is coming out. So now I'm going to just activate this. Yeah, what I found is when you go straight from the pencil, like with the Inktense, it's just more vibrant. And interestingly, it's not like that with the King Arts, is opposite. So we'll see. I'm noticing this is smoother. This has a little bit more pigment in, like splatters inside. And I think that's because when you take it from here, some of it's not activated. That's what I would guess. Let's see. Seasons once the English version is available. I think I ordered that. Her older books better than new ones. You like her older books? Yes. I want to do that color along. Hoping it gets here. That's awesome. Magical Library is a must buy for me. I haven't seen a flip through or looked at it because I like to be surprised, but we'll see. By the way, you are only colorist I am subscribed to. Been watching you. You're a vibe. Tawana, I really appreciate that. I'm glad I'm a vibe and not just an asshole, right? Like that would not be fun. Everyone wish me luck. I'm going to attempt to use watercolor in the book for a background. Yay! It's the last page in the book, so it won't ruin anything. I believe in you, Jess. I don't have Albert Doris. I'm really good at color matching pencil sets. I don't have. That's flipping awesome. I really appreciate that, Jess. And the thing of it is what's the worst thing that happens? We tear the page out, Jess. Just tear the sucker out. Totally kidding. We don't have to tear it out. We can go over it and fix things. This is not archival. I'm not looking to hang this on a wall or sell it. I can just put fixative over it or stick it in a sleeve, and it's going to be just flipping fine. As a child of a librarian, ooh, awesome. Yeah, Jess, you're going to do great. I'm glad I'm a vibe and not just an asshole. I'm getting merch. That's stay tuned. Okay, so I'm really liking this vibe. So now let's go in. Oh, I didn't do this lily pad. I completely forgot this one. I think I'm going to do it this way. At the moment, this looks better. And it could be I'm coloring like sideways. So it could be me that I'm making a mistake. I cannot ever picture Jess tearing it out. Never tear it out. I did that one time. I don't even regrets, but I do regret that I did that. So let's do this last lily pad. I do really like the way that they feel. And are these going to be my favorite water medium if polys are my favorite? You guys tell me these are the best, which is why I didn't need to get more pencils. But I have no watercolor pencils, no sets of them. I like the one you colored first. Which one did I do first? Was it this one? Was it this one, artist? Or this one? This is the one I did, taking it from it. If you don't like something ends up, turn the page and move on. Amy, you're so right. Anything can be saved with glitter. I want Tarot Tribe merch. It's coming soon. Coming soon. I didn't working. It's getting in my way. Yeah, that's why today I started my day with working out. I love to work out. So I'm doing, jumping jacks and burpees. And today I was like, I'm going to need the energy. So I'm going for it. And then I was picking out my March pages. So I did things in a different order than maybe somebody would say, why don't you do your job first? I was like, I'll do that third. One of your first lives, I said that, and you read it as tear, and I replied turn. I remember that, Jess. That's because my mind wanted to tear it out. Albies are great, but if my girl and my intense are both drowning, catch me at my girl's funeral. I love it. I love each spread together. Jenna, We can do what we want, right? We can do what we want. I will say when you take it from the tip, you kind of mess the tip up. And was that Shell that was saying with her Neocolor 2, she does it from the back? You can't do that with these. So I don't know. I don't know about that. But I am team testing and see what I like, because I did that when I first started art. And the thing of it is, if you don't like what you're doing, just keep going and you might end up liking it. Okay, I'm going to activate this one. I love seeing like color come to life. I don't know if I would be satisfied with it. I even like the splotches that I did with the pink on there, because I kind of like with watercolor when things look very organic. That's how I consider it to be. I went on her dress accidentally. It is whatever. Okay, I'm really liking the color scheme. Thank you, Atlanta. Another finger slip. What did you say? What did you say, Ilix? Activating Malibu? That's my shortest intense too. Yeah. I have full set syndrome and need to complete. Yeah, Amy, I definitely, I'm going to keep them, but I did think about I should have got the full set, but this was so inexpensive that I thought I could still buy a full set. Let me see if I like these first. Autumn, I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if like the crayon part of it, the binder in there, if it's going to have any kind of an issue. Can you lift the color off the dress? Her dress? I'm not wearing a dress, so you must be talking about her. Yep. And I can probably get it off her arm, although a blue arm is kind of cool. And I got some blue green in her hair. I'm a flippin' messy colorist, but these pictures are tiny. They're so small. And I come that over here. What is ultra? Okay, let me look at this. Still a little bit wet. We're going to do it in a minute. Let's get this butterfly in first. Do her as an alien. I love that, Amy. What color should she be? Purple or green? I don't know. This is the inspiration for those flowers. How perfect is that going to be for like really deep colors? You're giving me ideas, Miss Tara. Hopefully they're good ideas. I don't assume any responsibility for anything anyone does, okay? As long as we're having fun. So I think I'm going to make the butterfly kind of like a blue butterfly, blue and black. So looking at this, let's make these blue. And I think I'm going to just draw it on so that I can plot, because I think what I want to do this time around is do this and then put salt on it. They are blue-green monochrome page. They are. What did I miss? Blue-green monochrome page. Oh, no. Why does it look like this, friends? Why does my camera look like this? Oh, no. The monster is here again. Okay, I'm going to turn it off and come right back. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah. Yes, it was the dragonfly almost got us, and it wasn't here. Wow, this is looking fabulous. The salt is how I used salt, and I'm going to show you again. The salt is how we have achieved this bokeh-like effect up here. Salt is something that you can put on watercolor, and it forms a like a resist, so to speak, and it's going to push away from it. So you can get these really fun splattering type effects, which I'm really here for. The salt trick is Tara putting salt on her background area. Yes, thank you, Autumn. At least the salt will keep the demons away from your page. Yeah, they need to stay the hell away, don't they? I'm going to use dark indigo, and I think I'm going to, because the butterfly doesn't look exactly like what my picture is. So maybe the third one with this dark indigo is kind of what I'm vibing. I do find it really fun when I don't have an exact plan. When I'm kind of just making it up as I go, I have a lot more fun, and I went right over there. Can I not color in the gosh darn lines? No, I can't. Sorry, not sorry. Put some of that over here. This page will also work for Joe's hashtag for today, which is, I don't remember what it is, but something about wildlife, because this is wild. She's wild, and the butterfly is wild. I'm going to put, oop, this is green. Why am I holding a green pencil, friends? Ever think about mixing your watercolor pencils? Tawana, I have not done that. I'm very interested in that. Thanks to a very generous friend, I now have the color cubes. Feels like Christmas. Jana, you are flipping so sweet. You really are. I'm a saltaholic. If my hubby sees me salting coloring pages, I'll be committed. That's funny. That is funny. Okay, I think I'm going to also grab this darker color, the Helio Reddish, and just put a little deeper color down here. And for these ones, I'm kind of thinking I should go green. It's not in this picture. I kind of like the idea of it having like these bluish, kind of bluish, actually like these wings over here, which does not look anything like my photo. Or it could be a different shade of blue. It could be a lighter shade of blue. I think I'd like to do it maybe even like a pinky color. Let's look at our swatches and see. So with this palette, I definitely don't want yellow. Yellow's out. Maybe we will do nothing there. Maybe we'll do purple. I'm vibing purple. Let's go for it. So that is 249 mauve. So I'm going to do these ones purple. So that, it's this one. It's this one. This is the dark indigo. See, it's so hard to see. This slipped right through the cracks. And this one, did I miss any? I did, because it's this one. Good grief, my beautiful friends. Can I not see? That's so rad, Leslie. Yeah, Jen is amazing. Thank you, Jenna, for doing that. Put a margarita next to it. I love it intensifies the color, but you can still water it down. I can experiment more with things for sure, because I find I like a certain combination, and like I just want to use polys on every page because polys are the fastest. You guys know that. But I want to also challenge myself to try new things. So I am excited for that. And I think I'm going to make these little bits that mauve color too. Karen's new website. Yeah, I feel like I have the digital version of the color cubes also. And Sarah's Renee Clark's website is also going to have a free version for that. So you can do a lot with that. I'm looking forward to it. I might make this body of it a different color. I'm not sure what color I'm going to do. She is still working on it. I watched her not anniversary, 40th celebration, and she talked a lot about it. Okay, I think so far it's looking so sweet. So I'm going to start activating, and then I'm going to throw some salt on it. You guys ready for that? See, I started off thinking I was going to want to take it straight from the tip, but I think the first layer, at least, I would rather have it when you draw it on the thing. And it's like that with the Neo Color 2s for me. I prefer to do the first layer, putting it directly on the surface, and then the second layer coming over the top. I'm not letting each of these colors dry, so they may bleed into the other, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. I'm excited to see what the salt will do with this. I want to try new things. That's how I discovered I loved alkyd oil paint, was by experimenting, because I tried everything. And as soon as I tried it, it was so like immediate that it was my favorite. Then I stopped using other mediums the same. And I want to just, let's put some salt on it. Okay, sprinkled some salt on it. Now it needs to bake at 375 degrees for 10 minutes. Just kidding. The website is meant to go live this month. I love the messy coloring stage of the Inktense and watercolor pencils. I grab them and the book and get comfy on the couch. I love that. I can't in good conscience support Joanna Stone's efforts. I know they're just colors, but I'm fully against generative AI. I can appreciate that. And Kim, that you love Joanna Stone's resources. I feel like, and everybody is entitled to their own opinion, I use AI as a tool. It's starting to work. Can you guys see that? This is the way to do it. You put it on first with the pencil, then you put the the salt. I'm really liking that. Nothing is ruined, because I'm going to come back in and put another layer up there and do it again. I really like that butterfly. So I feel like I don't support AI art. I am an artist. I don't support AI coloring pages. I personally would rather use the cards, because these are photographers. It's Creative Commons licenses. I prefer to take my own photos, but I just like to see these to see a color combination. But for me, I'm not against using, I don't know, AI to inspire colors. But that's me. And the thing of it is, we all are entitled to our opinion. I'm a big fan of that. Big fan. I was like, wait, what did I miss? Ren, what did I miss? Are you guys seeing what's happening before our eyes with the salt? Especially on this wing. It looks so cool. It gives like a very soft glow to it. So while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and start getting these flowers in. We're going to be done with this page today. That's my goal. So this is my inspiration photo. So I'm going to start with this one back there, and I'm going to just grab, I'm looking at that picture, and I'm kind of seeing a collection of pencils like this. You said bake it, and I was on board for half this thing. What would happen if I put it in the oven? I'm not even going to try and find out what would happen. I'm not looking to burn my house down, friends. I also, because I work dark to light, that's kind of the opposite of how watercolor usually is like, okay, I'm going to use some absolutes here. They say watercolor is better to work light to dark, but my brain is the dark to light. I'm a dark individual. You guys know that? Let's see. I wouldn't buy any AI coloring book for sure. And being a musician, you can imagine. Amy, yeah, I've got a lot of musician friends. It's very upsetting to me because does not capture the heart. There's no soul in AI. I'm sorry. It's not real, right? As long as people are honest about how something was made. Cassie, I appreciate that. I just noticed those woody vines in her hair. In her hair? What vines? I mean, because it looks like this in her hair? That's interesting. I believe AI is a tool, yes, Jess, best used to inspire creativity rather than replace it. I fully respect everyone's opinion. I completely agree. Because the bottom line is I respect it, but I don't want to buy an AI coloring book. My books that I have it on the cover. It says, like, no AI used. And I have that as a disclaimer, and it's in the book, all hand drawn. That's very, very important. I think Joanna comes up with the color palettes on her own and then uses AI to create an image. I think that's what she does, because I watched that video. I watched your video about it, and then I watched hers. And you know what? Everyone is entitled to do what they want to do. She's a real person, and she could do what she wants. Kim says, alarm over AI has to do with the fact it's not properly regulated. That is true. And I just saw that, what is it, Anthropic crashed or something. I got like an alert about that. Your light shines brighter than you realized. Tawana, I'm not sure who we're talking about, but I totally agree. It does. All of our lights shine brighter. I would like there to be a requirement. You know, it says because all the books that I submitted, it says, was AI used to create and helping to create anything? So of course I say no, but I was watching other YouTubers on how to publish a book on Amazon, because before I had ever done it, I didn't know how to do it. And they were showing you how to make a coloring book in 10 minutes. And it was very, very upsetting to me. Lori accidentally bought AI books. Yeah. Lots of people say they ask chat coloring. I do ChatGPT ways, but there's a lot of mistakes. Sometimes I'll say, this is kind of what I'm vibing, or I'll show my cards and say, can you help to give me an inspiration for something? I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but if you do, don't do it, right? Don't do it. If you think it's an issue, don't do it. Ilex's fiance is a musician. So is my dad. I didn't even know AI music was a thing. It's very, very upsetting. Joanna is a small creator. She simply cannot afford or have the resources to provide real photos to create color palettes. And I appreciate that too. And yes, more transparency so that we make an informed decision. Yeah, when there's no author listed. Exactly. When it's just a publishing house. Frankly, okay, I make word search books, and I create the word lists all myself. A program that helps to put into the form, put it into the format of a word search puzzle, but they're all my words. And I see other people, they're pumping out 3 books a day, and the words are spelled wrong and they don't make any sense. It makes me so upset. So upset. Oh, Tawana, thank you. You're so flipping sweet. You're going to make my face blush. Husband is on an AI kick. He sent me a picture of a bed covered with bugs. Oh my goodness, that's terrifying. Causing RAM to cost triple because companies. Yeah, and where I live in Indiana, they're putting an Amazon plant or something in Indy. And I forget what they said. Like, it's going to produce so much, such an impact on the environment. I mean, there's that to think about. I hate that we live in a world that we have to question everything we see. I agree. If there's, I'm going to brush this salt off. Tom will just be fine with it. So I'm going to bring it closer, and then I'm going to have to refocus. Can you see the kind of splotchy effect? This effect works better if it's a really big area, because I would have to be very careful or use bigger salt to make this work, if that makes sense. But I really like that effect for sure. The cutest black plushie, and I was so afraid it was AI that there was a slight error to it. Yeah, I hate that we have to worry about this. It's something that we have to think about for sure. Thank you, Autumn. It does look like stained glass, which I'm a huge fan of. South Bend, are they doing this, Erica? I think that's where they're doing it. You know, we're not going to be able to stop. We're not going to be able to stop AI. So how can we use it for good is what I would like to know. Let's sharpen this sucker. You can't beat that point. I don't think so. So, and I've been writing a book for several years now on autoimmune disease and how to overcome it. And there are programs that you can just put your topic in and it'll write your book. I'm not going to do that. I take it so seriously, like it has to be evidence-based. I do all the research myself. It's but I use AI to help me. I mean, remove me from it. It doesn't remove me from thinking. That would be very scary. And I also review a lot of books, and I can spot it when it's AI written because they all sound the same, generic. There's the M dash, which I'm a fan of M dashes, and now I can't use them because you see an M dash and it's like it's AI, but it isn't. It's the way I talk. On dot 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 is what I use. It's so frustrating. The AI I don't like are the audible books read by AI. I definitely don't like that. Not at all. Spoiler kind of Hannah Carlson's newest book has a very stained glass effect. You could try salt on it. Ooh, I'm interested in that. Amy says copyright, not collection. Amy, what did I miss? What did you say, Amy? ChatGPT, and that's ridiculous. Yeah. I can kind of guess when it's like, here's the truth. And I talk like that. But when I see somebody say, here's the truth, I'm like, good grief. So my 27-year-old son is a computer engineer and a web developer. I've talked about him before. I even showed his website. He's done all of my websites. Dining with Tara, the functional nurse practitioner. He didn't do TaraTripoli.com because he was too busy. So I kind of did that. So it's not the best. Even though I used to do web design when he was a baby, which is why I think he's so inspired by web design and why he went into it. But he's like, Mom, give me your chapters and I'll proof them. And then he's like, nope, you can't write this. They're going to think it's AI. Nope, you got to scratch this. I'm like, whatever. I think I am going to use, I feel like I should use Orange now just yet. Yeah, it's so interesting that we can all have so many opinions. First, doesn't this look fabulous? I didn't even activate it yet. And I love the colors. Love that. I'm throwing salt on everything in this book, on this page, rather. See, this right here, let me bring you guys a little closer. I am here for this. I am here for that. Hopefully that's clear. So it's so weird because the camera is like almost on my hand and I'm here for it. I've got to say, if I had to choose between watercolor and gouache, I'll say watercolor. It's like a Freudian slip of some kind. Gouache wins. Gouache is my favorite water medium. But I really like watercolor also. So, and I want to really spread it around, spread the love around. This book's going to have high cholesterol. That's really funny, Ilex. You know, my genetics show that I am very salt sensitive. which is why some days I can't get my rings on or off. It's so interesting. I have really shit genetics. They told me that before I ran my genetic testing. And when I saw my genetics, I called Tom and I said, I am completely screwed. I used a different word. To say the word screwed. If anybody can guess what I used. I don't know if I can say that on here. I've said on my bike channel, but that one, I think you're supposed to swear if you're doing it, if you're biking. How cool does this look? I think it looks good. I think I'm going to use gel pens for the innards. And I am team water brush. I know a lot of my friends are not. Okay, I'm going to make sure this is wet. Good and wet. Now I'm going to just put a few salt sprinkles. Just a little salty. F-bombs away. Flipped. Yes, I've been encouraged to eat more salt. Erica, do you have really low cortisol? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. When I think of somebody with low cortisol, I think they don't have enough salt. I've never been one where, so I've had to get used to my engagement ring. Alex, I can agree with that. I took my ring off. Wowzer, I'm too close and it won't focus. I took my ring off last night and cleaned it. POTS. Okay, well then that matters because of your orthostatic hypotension. So why do you have POTS? I would challenge that there's something else going on. I'm a root cause practitioner, so I get to the bottom line of why. The why behind it, so we can break free from our diagnosis. We are more than the label, even though I give people labels. I am loving the effect of this. As this dries, the salt is going to do its salty ass thing. So I'm going to slide us down. Hopefully this is in focus. I need new glasses. It looks clear to me. I'm having so much fun, friends. I love hanging out with you. And I'm so glad we have new friends today that are saying hi and we're all hanging out. See, I have some of the lily pad that's right there. It's whatever. Whatever. This is the way I oil paint. I like to just throw shit down. My niece thinks she has POTS. What should I be researching for her? There's a long list of things. I care more about how somebody feels. Like, what are her symptoms? How does she feel? Does she get, lightheaded? Is she depressed? Like, all of these things matter. I have a condition called POTS and have to add more salt. Yes, POTS is on the rise. And reason. There's a reason for it. So they told me, but of course that's not true. And a few years ago, I couldn't walk without falling down. And I was essentially told my life was over. Like they said, you're done. And I showed them. I run again. I ran the other day. I used to run every day after this. So they were flipping wrong. Let's see. It may be the autism, but I like labels. Okay, Alex. That matters. It matters what you want, not that people have to adhere to them. I like me a diagnosis. Okay, I agree with this. Okay, I agree with you guys. When we have been searching for one for years and somebody's like, nothing's wrong with you, and they keep sending us away, we're longing for somebody to tell us what's wrong. That was me. Because they told me I was crazy and anxious, and I found multiple autoimmune diseases, and that's how I ended up agree with that. But we're more than that. We're more than the label, is what I'm saying. But it's all about what you feel. My patients, I always say, what do you want? It's not about what I want for you. It's what do you want? The loveliness that is long COVID. I have a diagnosis that is a mile long. all of which I pretty much ignore. Exhausted, lightheaded, passed out once. Docs are not diagnosing anything. Lock me in a room and let me just go crazy with all these coloring tricks. Lori, I could go a little crazy. I could absolutely go a little crazy. And yeah, I don't want to upset anybody. You know, we're not here to just talk about health. I just want you guys to know that we're here for each other for whatever that means. I consider you guys to be my real friends. Even though maybe we've never met in person, it's just like family is more than blood. Friends are more than who you see in person. It's who you vibe with. It's a real tribe of people that we feel comfortable with. That's what matters most to me. Agree with the labels. Don't go searching for new ones for kicks, but it's nice to label something that takes so long. I agree. I didn't label them out loud, but labeling my students helped me know how to help them. Elizabeth, bye, my beautiful friend. I can't be your real friend until you tell me your favorite cryptid. I don't know what that is. Please tell me we can still be friends. I live in my own little bubble over here. And Tom's like, Tara, you really have to like watch the news or do this or that. I'm like, I don't want to. If it's depressing to me, I just said, people, whatever. Telling Sasquatch. When I color, another thing is I'm not overly concerned with light sources. Unless I have a candle in the picture or the sun is setting or something like that, I'm more concerned with dimension. And if I'm being honest, that's how I paint also, because I paint what I see. Like I can see the light source in the painting, like in my photo rather. I don't want to get tripped up by perfectionism because then I'm never going to do anything. I'm going to be just too nervous to do anything. I love all of my friends. Say goodbye to Elizabeth. You guys are so flipping nice. On the flip side, you can be misdiagnosed with something that is irreversible, like heart failure. Go through the grieving and anger, and then find out you really have a severe vitamin iron deficiency. You're not wrong. You are. They told me I had cancer, lymphoma, and I told my kids I had cancer. You know, I was scheduled for chemo a week after my thyroid was removed, and I didn't have cancer. And I cried that day because I was mad because I was a cancer nurse for years, and they told me I didn't have cancer, and they used the word lucky, which implies that all of my patients with cancer are unlucky. And I was so upset. I was in the woods crying. I couldn't run because I just had surgery, so I was just walking. So upset, like, give the cancer to me. It was just, that was a very dark time. And that's what really kind of took me out of conventional medicine and had me go into functional medicine and then start my own practice. That's a long way to say it. When in doubt, Mothman. I don't know what any of that is, Ilex. I'm going to look into it. I think it helps not only to understand what's going on, but for others too. I used to feel so embarrassed that I was constantly tired, but being diagnosed with chronic fatigue. I do appreciate that, Jess. I do. I hope I wasn't offensive by saying we're more than the label, because so many of us are not diagnosed or misdiagnosed. What I'm hopeful for is that we can get the diagnosis and then find out why we have it, what we can do to reverse it, because I do believe most things are reversible. POTS is on the rise because of wearables. Interesting, Erica. My heart rate went up just by standing up. I had evidence they couldn't ignore. The gaslighting finally stopped. Gaslighting is a real thing, and it's very upsetting. Helps me feel okay talking about it as others take it more seriously. We know that word gaslighting, what I'm guessing you're thinking of, Dana. That is brutal. I'm sorry, Ilex. ALS is very serious. Yvonne, Rita Berman commented on your Insta post. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Hi, Susan. So glad you're here. Yes, lurk and clean house. Team Waterbrush. Yes, Dana. Emma says, I've been using visible wearables since Christmas. It's really helpful. My heart rate goes up just from standing up. It's insane. Just kicked cancer's ass here. Tink, tink. Whoop, whoop. Jess agrees. Labels are helpful, but we're more than the label. Both things can be true at once. Never has there been a more truthful statement than that. Sure. Yeah. Anyone battling? I love you guys so flipping much. So much. We can all share, be honest with each other, and feel supported about happy things and not so happy things. It's very important, for sure. I felt alone for a long time, and I didn't even want to really talk to anyone about it because, like, some people were like, oh, you'll be fine. And others, they literally looked at me and they were like, they were afraid of me. They were afraid of me. Like, you can catch it. You can catch a disease just by being around someone. Don't even get me started, friends. I mean, that's why I do what I do as a job. And I love it because people get better. But it's also not linear. We can get better and we can get worse again. COVID gave me a failure to a fibrillation, now under control. Pacemaker. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jeanette. I'm so sorry. Way before the vaccine. Being an adult can be lonely, especially if we don't fit into society's favorite boxes. I don't want to be shoved in a box. I'm telling you that right now. Nobody puts me in a box. Nobody puts me in the corner. Nobody puts me in the corner. Yeah, I am not going to be forced to do anything. You're not making me do it. You're not making me do it. I just love the way that mediums work together. It's so pretty. Yvonne, you are flipping amazing. I'm going to have to go look at that because I don't think I saw that post. Hearing you talk about holistic practices reminds me of my psychology A level when we had to evaluate different approaches and every approach had something. Yeah, if somebody comes to me and they're like, Tara, just tell me what to take. What pill can I take? I'm like, I think you should go back to your primary care provider and have them take care of it for you because people come see me because they're fed up and they want a new approach, which is why I went back to school again and became a nutritionist because and also a coach because I wanted to understand behavior better. And Jess, I know you and I have a lot of things in common. We've talked about that before. And the bottom line is never stop believing. That's how I feel about it. Never stop believing. My body rejected the pacemaker, so had many infections. I'm sorry. That's very frustrating. That's very frustrating. Stuff like that really changes people unless someone goes through it. It's understand. Take this so, Tara, I feel like when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to my friend, except you're able to help me in ways my friend can't. And I said, I don't want to stretch past my nurse practitioner because I'm not somebody's friend. I'm their practitioner. But the other side of that is relatability. So knowing, like, you're not just sitting there like, and then saying, like, if you say, I'm just been so stressed out lately, I'm a flipping basket case. Well, you want me to put you on some medication? I'm not against medication, but that's the answer that I got instead of just somebody just listening to me, like, what's going on, Tara? And just somebody to talk to. I don't know. I might be totally wrong here, and that's fine. Chronic illness affects me every day. I'm sorry, Yvonne. My family too, because they lived with me. That's for the time. I used to have so much hair. It was like, if for me in my family, they said I had such thick hair. Now it just all falls out. I don't have my master regulator in there. Gaslighted before. I just have to live it to the fullest of my ability. I do love that. And I would say we are more than what we believe we are capable of. And for me, a big part of it was significant nutrient deficiencies and chronic Lyme and also chronic mold exposure, hence why I'm in full house remodel. I hate when people ask advice on medication. The only person's advice you should be listening to is your healthcare provider and your own body. Yes, absolutely. Jess, you are so flipping right. And people do ask my advice because I'm the person that will be prescribing it to them. But I always ask them, what are they willing to do? What do they want to do? Do they want to find a quick fix, right? Do they want to make some changes in their life? And getting to the bottom of what changes would make the biggest difference. I slept like shit. I ate like shit. I had toxic exposures everywhere. And from further investigation, everything I found out, for me, the Lyme disease was one of the biggest. And nobody cared. Nobody cared. They're like, here's some doxycycline. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, I'm making antibodies to the damn Borrelia. Like, my body is in chronic fight mode, which is why I'm attacking my own tissue. And I went through some stuff and learned a lot and stopped doing that. And it changed my flipping life. See, now I've let this dry, so the salt is not going to work the same. So I'm going to just wet a little bit of it and be selective. Yes, thank you, Erica. Erica has said the definition. And thank you, Dana. Yeah, Tawana, this is going to be a flippin' fabulous page. I love this flower. Yeah, long COVID is a thing. I had to reschedule my appointment with my practitioner. I hope I see her tomorrow. Hopefully I get my new diabetic medicine. I hope so, Ilex. We're all just falling apart. You know what? But we can be rebuilt. We can be rebuilt. I see a lot more coloring in my future. That makes me so stinking happy. So happy. Hang on, Jeanette. Latin for standing up causes heart to race. Yes. Oh, I've just realized I have a wet cloth on this page and I've wet all of the pages. Don't do that, Tara. I have to keep my little rag over here. Okay, slide the book over. I have one more flower to do. And I really wet my book. It's fine. It'll even out in the wash. Thank you, Ilex. I can't tell either. And I'm not worried about making it whatever it's supposed to be. I'm just having fun here. And I would rather have fun than aim for something to be total perfection. And that's a new thing for me. Busting through my realisticness as an artist so that I don't have to show every single petal, or somebody's going to look at it and be like it's a technical drawing of the flower. I can just enjoy myself and have fun. That's what I'm going for. Going with that middle color. Like, this is exactly how I do oil paintings. Except a lot of times I'll start with the darkest color. But I like to build the layers up. But I usually build them up light to dark. Dark to light. So I see the pop of color and see how rich with the depth of color, like the tonality of what I want to do. And then I'll go and add the light on top of it. So it's so different for me to do it backwards. But it's also fun. And I'm up for the challenge. Coloring is possible even when we have little energy. Yes. I'm just a plant nerd. I'm named after a plant. I love that. I have a friend who's a horticulturist, and we would go to the zoo. This was a long time ago, and I would be photographing the animal, and I do both because I love taking photos so that I can use them to draw. That's one of my favorite things to do. I do get lost in my drawings though of wanting them to be perfect for the type of flower and plant versus just enjoying myself. So it's something I'm thinking about. I just realized I have on my phone for the chat and my TV to see. Oh, I love that. That's what I do when I watch your live stream. I'm usually sitting on the couch coloring, and you are on my TV and my phone or my tablet, and I'm commenting. 8 likes. I do love animals too. I was a biology teacher. Ooh, that's something awesome. Wow, this page is, I'm just flying through this. I will say February might have been one of my most productive months ever. I think it was. Which is why I haven't filmed my completed pages video, because I'm like, holy shit, I got a lot of pages. Not as many as you, Jess. That day will probably never happen, and that's okay. I got a piece of salt right there. I'm not ready for you yet. Mr. Salty, I'm not ready for you yet. I'm going to quickly apply this water and then add the salt. I can see it's doing its thing over there with that other flower. It's looking fabulous. And we can decide, is it worth something? And I want to experiment with this with my pan watercolors, or my tubes rather. I did get Daniel Smith and Paul Rubens. Oops. I banged right into my camera. And it is temperamental. Temperamental. Okay. Make sure this is good and wet. It just makes me so happy. Yet my YouTube analytics say majority of viewers watch me on the TV, 38.5%. That's it. I'd like to start making videos soon. Alex, I think that that's a fabulous idea. Let's see. Let's get this. Oh, I stinking love this page. Wow, they can tell you that? Frightening, Jess. Yeah, it shows that part. Do anyone who tags me, sorry if I can't text back. I'm slow. I'm not slow. I'm text you back. I'm old and slow. I doubt that, Tawana. I always feel intimidated knowing people watch me on a big screen. I think it's fabulous. What do you guys think so far? It's not much. The pink and the green look so good together. I think it looks really good together. As soon as this dries, I'm going to brush that off. I'm going to have to come back in and do some work here. And I can feel some texture, but my page has salt on it. So that's probably why. I think I'm going to give her a blue dress or a purple dress. Maybe a bluish purple dress. So I will use, let's see. She's so pretty. This cute little girl, or little alien, if you wanted to be, with her blue arm. We're hovering over your shoulder. That's so true. Knocking on heaven's door, I am. I am in love with these colors. In love with it. I think I'm going to give her a pink ribbon. Give her a pink ribbon. So she's so color coordinated. We'll do a little pink bow in her hair. Bye, Cassie. So glad to see you. Ilex, thank you so much for being here. Flipping love, you guys. Thank you for spending time with me today. I do feel so grateful for you for being here, all of my friends. And sometimes I feel like I'm in a dream almost. Like, how did this even happen? That you guys are here with me. It's like the best feeling in the world, without a doubt. I think I'm going to just add a little bit of this blue too. She's going to have such a flipping pretty dress. And Jana, all those books you sent me, you're not even going to believe how many books I'm planning on coloring in that you sent. And I love them all. Okay, let's go for it. You got me wanting to say the word flipping in front of everything. That makes me so happy. Am I out of water? Let me fill this up with water, friends. I'm not putting the Be Right Back screen on because I'm going right there. I am going to grab a dry bread. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You guys go, friends. Let me see if it's still raining. I don't see any packages in the wheelbarrow, so we're good. It's awesome, Jana. The books, I love them so stinking much. So stinking much. I don't know how much of this. It's 9 p.m. here, so go have that dry red. I sure will. I love it. And look at this cute little glass. I do think what did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, the word flipping. Oh, I love the way this butterfly looks. It's so stinking cute. Let me rearrange stuff. So I put my wine because it's so important. Oh, I'm like, what did I just do? I did her. So. Oh, I love the purple and the blue together. It's so stinking cute. Love it. It's taken all of my concentration. That ribbon, you're not going to see very much because of the pink back there. A little salt on it. But I'm going to put some green behind her. And I am going to come over the top with polychromos, I think. I love how these flowers are coming out. They look really pretty. Tara, I'm still here putting away winter clothes and bagging up donations, but I'm right here. Oh, Leslie, I'm so glad you're here. Nice, and if you spill any, it will blend right in. I'm not spilling any. I'm not planning on spilling any. You guys like it so far? I really like it. Okay, I need to like get some of the salt away from back there. And I'm going to start laying in I'm going to start laying in the water around it. So looking at my inspiration photo, I'm going to start laying in probably that dark phthalo green. I can't put my wine there. It's going to be in the way. Thanks, Jenna. And we're going to just see. I may or may not like what happens, but I'm here for it. That's what acrylic markers are for, or whatever, for us to change stuff. I think I'm going to grab the phthalo blue. I wish I had light phthalo blue. Actually, I'm going to grab the cobalt turquoise. Let's sharpen this sucker. Thanks, Dana. And I'm going to use this as buffer color. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, I'm good with that too. If you don't try, you never know. You got to try. And I'm really like, I love her dress too. Thank you, Autumn. It's stinking cute. I want that dress. I would buy that dress. I definitely want to have blue around her. I can always come back in and add pink inside with acrylic marker if I go over it too much. I'm trying to keep my strokes horizontal, and you can see I'm not doing a very good job. And it is whatever. I'm good with it. I have salt everywhere. Good thing Tom is not home. He'd be like, what the hell are you doing, Tom? What are you doing with all that salt? We just salty around here. I'm going to stand up to help me out. Let's see. I might want to add, I'm kind of just getting a base of this blue. This is how my scattered brain works. I definitely like the pink around her face, but I might want to add a little bit of that blue. Try to make a straight horizon. Is this Thumbelina? Ooh, I don't know. Has anyone watched The Pit? I have not. Is this Thumbelina? Erica, I can check for you. It's probably written in the back of the book, right? I can check. Let me finish. What makes you think it's Thumbelina? And I don't, who is Thumbelina? Why don't I know this? The girl doesn't know a lot. I did finish up the bookmarks, those 4. I love how they turned out. The bookmarks that we worked on Saturday. They're so stinking cute. Just kind of looking at where do I want to add some. All around there. Hi, Robin. Just saying hi. It's been almost midnight. We'll have to catch up later. So glad you are here, my beautiful friend. It's Thumbelina. Thank you, Jess. Why? The girl is the size of a thumb. Oh, my goodness. Is that why? Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise is what I have to say. Thumbelina is a small girl, and part of her story involves being pulled on a lily pad by a butterfly. Oh, that's so sweet. I had no flipping idea, friends, because your girl doesn't know about fairy tales. Should I be looking it up? I don't know. Maybe I should be looking it up. I'm also not trying to work that hard. I like being surprised. Let's see, add a little bit here. Where else? Let's get this darker color. Put a little bit of this, a little bit here, a little bit there. Until now, I thought color cards were like prepackaged colors, but now I see it's a vision. For me, that's what it's all about. It's the vision. I like to use multiple cards. She took rescue care of a bird's wing. Oh, that's so stinking cute. Okay, let me blow this salt off. Hang on. I can blow it off. Wipe it off, rather. My daughter is an artist and she does beautiful work, but when she gets done, she uses color cards and prompts I never understood before. Oh, very interesting. Okay, let's wet this sucker and see what we get. I am loving it so far. I will say these Albrecht doors, they like activate really nicely. Like it all seems to activate. I don't see like a lot of pencil marks. And I usually do, like with the ink tints, I see in the first layer, there's quite a lot of pencil marks. Neocolor 2s, I find without the second layer, they can look quite streaky on paper. If any user ever these leaves, I don't have time to pick them out. And I can absolutely see coming over the top with the polys to smooth stuff out could be pretty fast. Let's see what I can do for that. Oh, wow, that took it right out, see? I'm using a lot of water. Hashtag not afraid. Let's see, I'm going to be a little bit more careful up here. Trying to see. Awkward angle. I want to activate this a little bit too, smooth this out. Yeah, in hindsight, because I've not ever done this before, I would wait and do the salt last. Maybe even on the whole page. And the jury is out to whether or not we need it. I think it did add something. And it was fun to do it. So there's that. I'm almost done because I haven't looked at the chat, so I do apologize. I'm trying to work a little faster than I like. I like to just also used salt and then came back over the top with more water. Like the salt was like, it's over. You do the salt, you're done. So we'll see. I'm going to add more salt. That's going to be my answer here, is more, especially in the sky. And maybe in the water, like over here, all around her. If you put the salt on and it's not wet, it's just not going to do anything. That's pretty underneath there. Okay, let me look. Did I activate it? Oh, that paper is wet. Let's do this. Ha ha ha. Oh, yes, yes, yes. This is what I need to be doing. Have it activated. The paper is wet. And then drop a little bit in, like I do with the gouache. Where's that pink? Drop some of that in. Being a nurse practitioner, thought Tara might like the show. Oh, I need to look and see what you're talking about. I like to watch a lot of shows that have to do with like murders. Those are probably my favorite to watch. But I'm here for trying new things. I probably spent a lot of time like off of watching TV because I felt so sick. Just went to bed early, like flipping saturated. So let's just put a little bit of salt on it. I'm going to let that dry while I catch up in the chat. I'm loving how it's coming out. The pit. I need to look into that. Let's see. I'm watching you because I just think you are hilarious, but I'm actually learning things. So I appreciate that, Tawana. Smooth over with Albert Dora works wonderful. Do you mean just use these dry once this is dry? Is that what you mean? I'm really liking the colors. I don't have a solid horizon line, but I can come in and I can put some stuff there to fix that. I love the behind the scenes of the pit. I've never even heard of the pit. I've seen other artists leave the salt overnight. Yeah, I'm very impatient. I'm trying to remember the last time I did this a while ago. And I tape, you wet it, saturate it, and then you stretch it out, and then it dries and it stays really flat. Tara, I need to know how did you miss out on all the Disney classics? Because nobody read to me as a child. I never had any coloring books. I did watch some Disney shows with my kids. But there's a lot I didn't watch. There's actually a story attached to that. All filled in, looks beautiful. Thank you, Autumn. Lori says, me too, Tara. So you didn't watch anything either. I think that's what you meant. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of true crime. And I'm sorry, friends, my nose is running. Why is it? I don't know. And I don't want to hide myself from you guys. So, I'm loving how this is coming out. It's looking good. The salt is doing a lot in there. I'm very inspired by it. I'm definitely like, so I had a lot of head injuries a few years ago. The first was a mountain bike accident. I broke my collarbone and was knocked out and had a really bad concussion. Then I was skiing on a black diamond trail, my first time skiing. Don't do that. And I flipped over and I couldn't tell what was what because it's all white. And I landed on my head and had a second concussion. And then I was at work, working on the oncology floor. A patient coded, so he stopped breathing. And I ran in there and because he was on the floor, and I ran down and like doing my thing, and something on a shelf fell off and knocked me out. It fell on my head and knocked me out, and that did me in. Your girl couldn't speak for like 4 months. I am so much better. Like, I'm a lot better. Eric is like, we need the story. Yeah. So I That was a very, very hard time in my life. Very, very hard time. Because I came from having a near photographic memory to I could remember nothing. I never needed to write things down. But then as a nurse, I was kind of forced to have lists. It was a very, very depressing time for me. So I don't recommend 3 head injuries in less than 6 months, because that's what ended up happening. Yeah, so they said I had, what was it called? I don't remember what it was called. It was a technical term that I think I've just blocked it out, because they said my brain was shutting down. So they were giving me all these tests. I probably shouldn't be saying this on YouTube, but I don't care, because I don't hide it either. And I'm my own boss, so whatever. So they gave me tests to do when you have to count backwards, like what you would do for somebody to see if they have Alzheimer's. And I couldn't pass the test. And I recorded it. And I said, is it okay if I record it? And when I would listen to it back, I would cry, because I literally, it was like 3 minutes went by and he would say, okay, now what was the word I asked you to remember? And I said, oh, you want me to remember a word? It was really bad. I've gotten a lot better. I'm much better. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of me right now, okay? It is a lot, Tink. It is. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be saying this. I'm a soldier. Thank God for keeping you with us. I do. I sure do. Erica, I can relate to the near photo memory to almost no memory. Yeah, so then I got myself so much better to where I felt like my memory was clear. And then I got COVID and with all of these autoimmune diseases, and it was really hard. But what I learned was what we believe to be true is. What we believe to be true is. So whether it is or not, it's our reality. So that's why for me, it's so important that I bust through the labels, even though I'm glad I have them, that I bust through my limiting beliefs, because who's to say that is the truth? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Emma, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm tough. Look at these guns. Probably stubborn. Tank, I am very stubborn. Wow, look at how pretty it looks. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that, Tawana. Not every day. Some days I think I'm really dark and dull and I feel sorry for myself. You know what? What is my reality? And aside from the fact, when somebody tells you you've got a limited life, and as somebody who worked with hospice for a long time, I know what that means. How do I want to spend it? I want to spend it with you guys. I want to spend it doing the things I love. I want to spend it with Tom. I want to spend it with my grandkids. I love these colors so much. I love, this looks a little dark in the video, but in person, it doesn't. It looks glorious. Let's see what the other side looks like, except I don't want to disturb the salt. Let me peek. It looks perfect. It looks perfect. I am in, oh, I didn't do her hair. I totally forgot the hair. That's okay. I don't have to salt the hair. Thank you so much. Flippin' fabulous. Yes, I'm flippin' fabulous. All of us have been diagnosed with something. I promise we all have some diagnosis. Something's wrong with all of us, right? We are more than that. Oh, I am in love with this page. I feel like I should put it in the oven. Just kidding. That's why you don't know any fairy tales. You know, I'm thinking that I must have known something when my kids were little. Because I remember Humpty Dumpty. Is that a fairy tale? Like Mother Goose. That was one of my youngest son's like favorite thing. I saw Bambi. Are these fairy tales? Is Bambi a fairy tale? That's Disney, right? So I saw Bambi. It was really sad. I didn't like it. I didn't like Bambi. I don't remember it. I don't remember, except I don't want to spoil it. But you know, something bad happens in there. Something bad happens. Do it. Do it. I can listen to AT. It's like I said to Tom, I think I saw this show a few years ago. He's like, it doesn't matter. You could have seen it like yesterday. And you're going to be like, oh, we were watching like 51st Dates. Like 51st Dates. I remember that show because that's like my life to a T. I can be halfway through a movie and realize I've seen it before and still I don't even remember it. So we are all flipping twins is what you're telling me. Thanks, Gina. I'm loving it. Like this is gonna be done. I love the shadow that we've kind of created underneath here. The flowers look great. All of these, I think I'm gonna take it from the tip of the pencil and just quickly lay in these tips. Actually, I might just draw it on. I might just draw it on with the pencil and then just activate it briefly. Should I blow dry it real quick? Bambi was sad. It was too sad. Tawana, that's how I feel. I don't want to be depressed. I like to watch thrillers. I don't want to be sad. Yep, that. I love 51st Dates. Cheers to 51st Dates. I'm going to blow dry this. You guys good with that? Un momento. I will be right back. Do, 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 do. Here, I'll put this here just in case somebody comes on. They're like, what the hell is she doing? It is flipping pouring outside. I am in love. I might not have dried it completely. I am going to run to the restroom. So I will be right back. I am going to put the be right back screen on. I'll be right back, my beautiful friends. Beautiful friends. Let's see. What did I miss? I'm a thriller, horror, and comedy type chick. I cannot leave the Disney classics alone. Beauty and the Beast that is downloaded on my phone. Oh, I got this reversed. Let's switch this. There we go. Just got to touch it, and it does it. Classic horror. If you want a short explanation of a lot of fairy tales, I feel like I try to read it. I kind of like making it up as I go along. I love how this page is looking. Hey, y'all. Hi, Angela. What's a good budget pencil? I love Wilmers, but I don't think they're budget everywhere. I think it matters where you live, because somebody told me that they're more expensive or close to a Prismacolor. So I think it definitely depends on where you live for how expensive it is. This is flipping fabulous. So this is not smooth right here, but I know I can blend that out. I love her dress. Flowers are looking good. It's definitely not smooth up here. Like the salt worked here, but it's not smooth. But I'm not worried about it. Nobody got time to be worried. I think I'm all of greenery. And I think I'm going to use, is this still wet? I'll use my raggedy sweater. I'm going to start blocking in all of this greenery. I get right outside the lines. Why can't I stay in the flipping lines? The paper is taking it like a champ. And I think I might do her hair blonde. This page is one of my faves. It's so dreamy. Thanks, Yvonne. I'm really loving this. I don't know if you meant maybe just the page in general. This is definitely one of my favorite pages in the book. So I might have been a little presumptive to you like why I'm doing it. I like how I'm doing it. For sure. I do like how everything is just composed. Maria Trolle is definitely one of my faves. Like it's soft. It's soft looking the way that she does it. It's like pretty. I definitely like that. Let's do this. I'll do this top part. Yeah, I definitely wet the book. It will be fine. Do you guys think I should come over the top with polychromos or try to use these suckers dry? Oh, what the Thanks, Yvonne. Sometimes, see, again, right outside line. I'm going to blame it on my head injuries, but it's also probably got to go. Bye, Erica. Thank you for being here. So, yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, about my injuries, which I already shared or overshared, probably overshared. But it is what it is. I take a lot of things personally. It's a problem I'm trying to work out. Am I going to? I have no flipping idea. Probably not. We are who we are. We are who we are. And, I love my life. I'm happy with the way I am. And that's what I said to this patient of mine. Because she said that she catastrophizes and that's so do you want to be somebody else? She's like, no. I'm like, do you want to be the type of person that doesn't care? Because it's not even in her DNA to not care. The colors are exactly the same, but you have more colors. See, that's what I'm thinking, because I only have 36 of these suckers. Annie Reyes, any kind of art to heal. Hello. I don't know if we have met before. We're so happy you are here. How should we address you, my beautiful friend? I have seen somebody color in Annie Reyes, and I was really liking it. The other thing is that the page that I put up as a poll of the giraffe, in that. What book was that? Ink somebody or other. The book that Joe did with her gel sticks. I have that book thanks to Jenna. Bye, Lori. I'm so glad you were here. And I flipping love that book. The paper looks phenomenal. So that I want to color. I want to color that page. I'll color other pages. I'm excited to try other like artists that I've never done anything in their book before, but I did just buy 3 or 4 Johanna Basford books. Told you that new one. Still waiting. If it gets here soon, I'll give you a sneak peek. Can I tell you guys something else I got? Or maybe I shouldn't tell you. I'll wait and let it be a surprise, you think? Or should I tell you? Drop your vote in for what you would like for me to do. Spoil the surprise or tell you now. I'm going in with that blue color, helio blue reddish. The other thing is, I would have wanted other colors than these that came in set. But I know I can buy them, so I just wanted to see if I even like them. So there's that. And if I do love them, which now I do, getting the full set on top of this isn't going to be a bad thing. Spill it. Melly, is that right? Or is it Mealy? Melly? Tell us already. Tell us. What was I going to tell you again? Oh, yeah. I got a second copy of one of my books. And I don't know why I did, except I used that book to experiment in. Does anybody know what my favorite experiment? Extra points if somebody knows. Hi, Melissa. You guys can call me Melly. I think it's Melly. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if I'm doing it wrong. Melly? Melissa? Mealy? Melly? I have such issues, friends. Such flipping issues. I'm still waiting. Yes, Yvonne got it. Yes. I did. I got another copy of it. It was dirt cheap. I think it was $4. Yes, Tank. Yes. I did the reverse. I bought the full set of ADs, but now I'm collecting the polys. Awesome. Hi, we're just so happy you are here, Melly. I like to address my friends by name if you want me to. Because we're friends, and that's what friends do. What color should I do her hair? I'm kind of thinking like violet. Yes, Melly. Awesome. Yes, Jenna. Your girl got another copy of Small Victories, but that's the one I'm gonna keep as my precious copy. That's gonna be my Instagram worthy book. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe not. I thought about getting the other small books she has. I love them. Pink hair. I kind of think yes. I love that idea. I thought about going kind of like a strawberry blonde because then I can make the innards kind of the same. Hi, Stardust CMT Warrior. We're so glad you are here. Welcome. How should we address you, my beautiful friend? We're so glad you're here. And if I've missed anyone, it is not on purpose. Sometimes my platform doesn't put everyone's comments on there, and it's a bunch of bullshit. You're doing pink hair right now, Ren. I love it. I think I'm going to come over the top with my polys because they are the fastest. Have you guys heard that? They are the fastest. I kind of like I don't have any yellow on the page. Just Stardust. I love that Stardust. My daughter had pink hair for her graduation a few years ago. The pale yellow, like in the flowers on your card. See, that's kind of what I'm pale yellow. Oh, like this? I say we do it. I say we flipping do it. I say yes. That's what we say to my almost 1-year-old grandson. He goes, well, he does not talking yet, but I say, yes, 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 yes. And he just grins. He gets so stinking happy. There's nothing like a Polly. Your copy is coming today too, Jana. I'm very excited. I am filming that. I want to film them all. And I got to tell you, Jana, that Birds in Paradise book is flipping awesome. I've used eyeshadow. Really? I love that. Strawberry blonde, like you said, would be pretty. I'm going to try. I'm probably going to try to start with the watercolor pencils and then come over the top with my polys. Oh, I totally missed this. What does it branch off? I can't be bothered with these tiny little illustrations. I'm just trying to get it in. Get it in. Yeah, I don't want to do any like yellow in here. Not that I'm against yellow. I want to have this. I want to stick to this color palette because I love it. And then I can make this that strawberry blonde maybe. So it's going to have like a little bit of an orange tone. I just don't want yellow. So let's see what the hell color am I going to do for that? Because I don't have enough. I could do this. Dark cadmium orange. I don't want orange hair. I could do, let's do some of this. The hell with it. Let's just do it. Got my first Hannah Carlson and Maria Trolle book, both compilation. I love the paper in grain of gold. Hannah Carlson's books are, Hannah's my favorite. Is she? No, she's not my favorite. She's one of. She's our featured artist. I flipping love her. I love her paper. I love her style. I'm going to put a little bit of this orange in and just see what the hell happens. If I don't like it, whatever. While I have this color, yeah, it's the best. It's the best paper. I'm going to just do the innards. Haphazards. I might do these circles that color. Should I do its body? This I don't think the body should be strawberry blonde. It doesn't kind of go with that vibe. We are nearly home, and I hope it's waiting. Yeah, I am so stinking excited. And Jess, I don't know if you're still here. I appreciated you saying that you saw a flip through and you want to get it. I love Johanna Basford, and I think I love it so much because it's so flat. I'm just going to lean into it for what it is and just have fun. I just want to have fun coloring and leave it at that. Flipping, leave it at that. I do skin, but I'm not worried about that either. What? Fairytale Worlds by Maria Trolle, and I flipping love it. Hadassah, first buy. Give it a try. Yeah. If you try Hannah Carlson first, you could be disappointed when you try other books. That I don't think that that's just my opinion either. Okay, let's use my sweater as a buffer. Oh, yes. That's the color I wanted. Hey, Jess, lurk away. Lurk away. I appreciated what you said about Johanna Basford, and I kind of over Johanna Basford. It's like sentimental reasons to me. I love that hair color. You don't have to justify any book. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Sometimes I just want permission. Can you guys just tell me it's okay? Tell me it's okay to be me. Like, why am I the type of person that's like, hey, Tom, is it okay if I take a shower? Is he the boss? No. Okay, I'm really glad I added the orange. I think it adds to it. Enchanting Forest was my first ever book. I love that. I love that. I have that book. That's, I think one of those pages is in my plans for coming up in March. Getting used to learning what works on paper. Yeah, and I want to push it to the extreme. And if it doesn't go according to plan, tear it out. Right, Jess? right outside the lines. How can you color in the lines here? It's so small. I love these pencils. They activate so flipping well. Like so well. I'm definitely loving this vibe. These flowers take so much attention. I'm going to have to do something extra special to her because this is all I see and it's gorgeous. This flower is gorgeous. I'm going to have to do something here. Something special. Any ideas of what I should do? I am open to your flipping ideas. Something changed at my first job. I asked to go to the toilet one day, and my boss just said, "You're not in school anymore." I don't know if it's the way I was raised. I was raised pretty Catholic by my grandparents. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why I'm like this. Autumn, I love that idea. So when you say sparkle, like, should I put, what is the name? Not spackle. What's the name of it? Stickles. Should I put stickles on it so that you see through it? I kind of like that idea. Is that what you meant? I'm sorry if my hand is in the way. Man, you activate it and it's just so fun. It's so fun. And I'm okay if like every leaf doesn't get color either. It's a vibe. Yes. Okay. Not spackles. Why do I want to keep saying spackles? Sparkles. Stickles. You have no Johanna's books. Okay. Do you not like her or you just didn't get them yet or you don't know? You don't have to answer. And I agree. We don't have to ask permission for what we want or what we like. I really like her. I like the imagination of what she does. And, you know, am I going through some books like, well, there's so many flowers and I've seen this before? Yeah, but it's still nice. I still like it. Yeah, I went right outside the lines right there. There we go. Just rub it out. When about rub it out? Stickles as a word, it cracks me up. I can't say it in the video. It is a weird word. Wow, this looks so pretty. Is it just me or does it look really good? Is it just me or is this rocking it? I definitely like a more painterly vibe at this point. That not every leaf is going to be shaded. I care more about the vibe of it than every single thing in it. Because I'm like looking at my dragonfly painting over there, and I love it so much. And I did a few blades of grass, but then I did that just kind of blurry background. If I would have done every single blade of grass, it's not even going to look like a painting. So I kind of want to approach. Oh, I totally missed these. Let's just get some of that color over there. Bye, Hadassah. So glad you were here. Folk Art Extreme Glitter. Oh, have you tried Mod Podge? I have not. I don't have any. I have Mod Podge something else. Like Mod Podge, what is it? Sealer or something. I bought it. I've never used it. It's sitting on my desk where I do telehealth visits because that's where I'm going to use it. Except it's not. I really like these two colors together. Like it just looks so dimensional without me having to do anything. She has freebies if you want to try that. Try them. Yeah, thanks, Jeanette, for pointing that out. She does. If you join her newsletter, you get a free book. And it's pretty cute. I do. I mean, somebody was saying, but maybe more experienced colorists might be bored by it. I think it could be a great gateway to get into coloring, but I think you can have fun with it even if you are experienced. I think it's going to come down to somebody's own preference. And I love Kirby's work. I'm less inclined to grab that book because he gives everything. But I am going to push past that limiting belief. I am. And Jana, we're doing it together. Can't wait to do that page. And Dark Fairy Tales. I do love that book. I want the creepy, the scary. I want it. I want it. I want it. I've been lurking but popped in to chat to say your page and colors. Thank you so much, Kaz. I appreciate you so much. The Mod Podge comes in matte, glossy, and glitter. Okay, I probably got matte. Thank you. It's like, is she an artist? Like, I'm flipping, no friends. Watching other people inspires me to go color. I love that. I am in love with how this stinking cute page. I'm trying to get it so that it's closer. But then it's like wanting to push closer. And I'm like, no, bitch, not that close. Right there, I want it. It won't lock there. Throws it down. Oh, well, we're going to just go for it. Okay. I think I'm going to... What color should I do there? Now I can see what colors you have used. It's gorgeous. Thank you, Jeanette. I am very happy with the colors in this page. At the end of the day, we each have certain art styles we're more drawn to. You can feel disappointed with a specific thing an artist creates, still respect and remember. I definitely appreciate that. Have you tried coloring Day of the Dead books? No, I have not. I would like to. Let's see. That's better. I'm trying to get it so that you guys can see it. That's a weird angle, though. Yes, we are. I started basing it today. You already started basing it, girlfriend? Like, I know I was disappointed with Wonderful Wildflowers, but that doesn't take away the fact that I still appreciate. I love that about you, Jess, is that you're just so open-minded. I love that about you. Let me look out the window and see if Amazon has been here yet. Hang on. The wheelbarrow looks empty, so I love Kirby. He's very talented, but horror coloring book isn't my jam. You know, and I love that we can all be different. We can all have different things that we want. If you would like to get to know Joanna as a person, there are lots of lives she did during COVID. Oh, that's interesting. Which page? The tornado. The one I want to do the most is the double page spread of the girl just withering away in the graveyard, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that. And I really love the tornado because I was in one the other day and it scared the living hell out of me. Okay, is it still wet? She is still wet. What color should I do this? Maybe I'll do it this color. I'm going to do it a bright color. I'm not vibing that. So maybe I'll do some of that mixed with, where is it? Where's that color? Here it is. The dark indigo. Let's see, I can put a little pencil dot for her eye. There's not much to her skin, so I'm not overly concerned with that. I ordered your Amazon book regarding the colon. The autoimmune word search? Is that what you mean? Who are you talking to? I mean, autoimmune disease and can't wait. Oh, I think that's what you're talking about. That's one of my favorite ones, if that's what you're talking about. The gut health. That's a fun one. That is gut health can be fun. Okay, I'm definitely glad I went with that color. Just for some harmony with him, I think it works. Make sure it's clear. I did the Lion, Scarecrow, Tin Man. Oh, wow. I like that. And I thought about, I want to do the whole book. That's my favorite Kirby book, I think. That's my favorite book right now. Or is it? It might have been my favorite book at the time, but it might not now. Is the page dry enough? It might not be dry enough. I might have to blow dry the sucker again. I didn't do it. So am I just going in with polys? I got them right here. I got my Rita Berman colors. And the one I really wanted, oh no, no, no. I don't know why it does that. So let me fix it. Let's see. Why, oh, why is it not showing up? Can you guys hear me? Somebody will let me know that first. Is it overheating? It might be overheating. Give me 1 minute. Un momento. Un momento. Be right back. Okay, I was going to go grab the other one, but I can't because the other one I'm using. What is going on with this one? It's not even going back. Like look at this. It's not supposed to do this. She hot. What is going on? Where is my picture? One minute. Can you guys hear me okay? Let's see. Can you guys hear me okay? I believe in us. Yep, you can see and hear me. Okay, I don't know what it was. My book went crazy. My camera went crazy because of the polychromos. That's a new one. What do you think so far? I love it. I flipping love it. So what I was saying was that this is probably one of my favorite colors is Pink Matter Lake. I did fix it and I'm flipping determined. This is one of my favorite colors and it didn't come with it. I think it's dry enough. This is just regular polychromos. But it's going to be a lot of shit I have to do. Like if I have to come in and cover the whole thing. Is it dry enough? It may not be dry enough. Like the paper. Oh, it's fabulous. Zero issues with the other side. Zero. It's a little crinkly, but I saturated the hell out of this paper, and I'm not mad about it. Do I hear a truck outside? Let me see. Where's my book? I'm looking to my porch to see if it's there. There's like floods out over here. Like we're not in a flood zone, but okay, I'm gonna not worry about it right this second because I don't want to worry about it. And I'm gonna just grab this beige red. Polly's, they're the best. Amazon delivered yours. Damn it, Jana, where's mine? Where is mine? Right over. And her blue leg. It's fine. Jana, I want to see it. Damn it. Oh, her little foot is supposed to be blue. Well, let's try to lift that off. When in doubt, rub it out. That's better. I kind of want to. I got some on her knee. There we go. You can't do this with ink tints. And I already put the color down, but I don't care. And this little foot would be in shadow. Maybe not that much in shadow. Thursday. Pre-ordered weeks ago. I'm in the UK. How are you getting yours so fast? I don't know. I'm trying to call them now and ask why they. Let me look on my phone and make sure it's not out there in the rain. I flipping love hanging out with you guys. Like, we seriously are going to figure out how we can all be together someday. It says arriving today. Let's go. Orders. Arriving today. 5:45 to 8:45. Bastards. I like the idea that you and Jana have the same delivery driver. You're going to be waiting a long time. I am going to be waiting a long ass time. I dropped this right on the floor. Okay. I was able to lift it right out of her stinking cute little body here. So I don't think this is dry enough for me to do what I want to do up here. And I'm kind of thinking I should go in with more water medium instead of using chromos up there. I'm gonna go for it. I don't know if he has a private jet. That's bullshit, is all I have to say. Yeah, I wanted to just go in with more water. I already put the salt down. It's got this like line there, which I think it was the way the paper was laying. It's fine. Let's wet it a little bit. And again, because I put that salt down, it may not like it because I did that. And I'm going over it again. Whatever. Nobody tells me what to do. Right, Jess? We make up our own rules. Okay. It looks like watercolors, right? I've been having so much flipping fun granulating things like crazy over here. I might have been having too much fun doing that. Let's make it kind of fade out up here. A little bit more here. I think that that's what I want. You don't have to have a horizon. Looks like a misty lake. That's true. Or I could just put, like, she's got the lines there. I could just emphasize it just a little bit. I like the dreamy effect. And I want to go more for, again, mood than absolutely correct. Why is that Amazon always, whenever I order wine, when I'm like waiting for it, they come at night. And when I'm like, I have someplace I have to run, they come early. And then I get the message and I have to wait another flipping day for it. I'm like, are you kidding me? Your girl was waiting on that wine. I'm flipping thirsty. They don't care. My wine's not coming from Amazon, though. Not yet, anyway. I don't know how to come over the top with the polys on this. Because Jess, if you do that, do you do that? And do you have to do all of it? Because I don't want to do all of it. Or is that why I should use the ADs? I definitely like calling them the ADs so I don't have to keep saying that long ass name. Which is why Melpomene is now just Melpomene. I'm not even trying to say her last name. That's funny, Jenna. Don't they know? We are waiting. We're waiting for this damn thing. That might be too much pink. When in doubt, rub it out. Only Marcus doing some cozy coloring. Feeling sick today. I'm so sorry. You do whatever you want, Tara. I know, but what works the best? That's what I'm after. I mean, that looks good. It needs like me to put some acrylic on it, maybe. I don't know. But does it need acrylic? I did that in Das Land and I ended up really liking it. Because I like gouache so much, I keep thinking I should just just put that over it, which I could. I could grab some white gouache to make to put like this in. But it also doesn't have to look like that exactly. Well, it's not going to look like that exactly because I'm not doing it exactly like that. Pink, where's that darker color? Not that color. It's this one. I call them Alberts. Okay. She said call her Minnie in some I watched. Okay, Minnie? Am I saying that right? I say that's a lot easier. That's the other thing. I could put darker clouds in, so I could use this darker color. I'm thinking, I like that it's lighter around her. The C in Mel P's last name is silent. That's what I think I saw that somewhere. But right, when you said nobody really pronounces her name right, I don't think anybody does except for her. And maybe you guys do. I don't pronounce it. That's way too dark. There's probably residual salt on this paper too. I'm not trying to say her full name. I can flip and appreciate that. I do really like the sky. Looks pretty. It looks pretty. So do I just stick with these? Let's see. She's my raggedy old thing. I swear I keep hearing a driver out there. Let me look again. Hey, you guys tell me when he shows up. When you see him outside, you let him. Hi, artist. Thank you so much. I think it's adorable. I'm going to put a little bit of blue. Just like, is she dry? I want to deepen this. I thought I was getting a text from Amazon, but nope. She said her name is the new flower in her new flower book. Okay. The video, I got it. Inklings and Layla Doolies are now mine. Erica, you got yours too? Will you tell me when he comes here? Damn it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Having the pinkish color under the butterfly looks like a reflection of it. Oh, I like that. I'm loving this page. Oh, I don't want this color. Do I? No, I want this one. That's sharp. Where's my sharpener? My wine bottle's in it. And a sharp pencil. Let's put a little bit more shadow. I want to put some into the water. I think I want to go to town with these. That looks good, if I say so myself. Damn, Tara. Man, that looks good, is what she said. He's going to be here at 5:45. You flipping kidding me? I ain't got time for that shit. And then I got to go dig it out of the wheelbarrow. What is that on my shoulder? This is one of my favorite colors, the dark indigo. Definitely one of my favorites. Wow, look at how dimensional that lily pad looks. Let me bring you guys a little below. So happy to look at it. She makes me so happy. Thanks, Dana. I'm just looking at it. I'm like in flipping love. I'm in love with her. I'm in love with her. I love these pencils. You know what's going to happen? Your girl's going to be buying them open stock. Either that, I'm just going to just go to town with these. Are these going to be my new favorite pencils? I hadn't heard about Layla's new book. Ooh, what are we talking about? It would be fun if you would do the challenging coloring with only crayons. Okay, so do you mean like Crayola crayons or like Neocolor 2s and not activate them? I don't have Neocolor 1s, and I definitely cannot afford them right now because your girl's buying too many supplies. Wait a minute. I'm not buying too many supplies. It looks so good. Thank you, Tink. I am like in love with her and this flower. Actually, now that I'm saying that, it just needs a little bit more. These pencils are glorious. Because then I can cut it if I want to activate it. Okay, so I use that. Let me finish what I'm doing. Talk about ADHD. I start doing something and then I forget, and then I start doing something else. One thing at a time, Tara. I love hanging out with you guys. Let me tell Tom to bring wine home. Hang on, because I don't want to go out. I'll ask Tom to get it. Can you bring home wine, sweets? He's going to be like, you've been home all day coloring. You couldn't go to the store? No, I'm busy. Your girl's coloring. I don't have time. Oh, I'm using, was I using this color? I don't know, but I'm going to use it now. I think I want to use a deeper, get some deeper shades in here. Right now, I'm more impressed by the Layla Dooley Fries. It's an accordion style. Accordion style what? Erica, your message got cut off. Like, I think this looks great if I say so myself. 10-panel botanical masterpiece. The back is a mirror grayed out image. Oh, Layla Dooley. Okay, I'm on it. I got to look that up. Your girl's going shopping. I have so many books. Tom gave me 2 more shelves. Jana, I got 2 more shelves. I have some spare room. Do you guys want to see me, have me post a photo on the community tab of my rack of supplies? This is not my new office. It's coming. It's my office is coming, friends. Not fast enough. But she is coming. And it's going to be so worth the wait. So worth the wait. Crayola crayons. Okay. Do I have Crayola crayons? I think I bought some for my 9-year-old grandson. Do I have them here, or did I give them to him? I will do that. I will do that for you. We might do it. You know, what's the worst thing that happens? I hate it. So what? Let's put some of this dark color. Well, it's not going to go down there. Just, wow, it's looking fabulous. Is this the only color I'm using for that? It is. That looks gorgeous, but oh so intimidating. Okay, that book you're talking about? Okay, I'm getting it. I got to figure out which one it is, get it on Amazon, put it in my cart. By the time the damn delivery driver gets here, maybe they'll bring 2 at once. I doubt it. I'm going to put some of this color because it's so dark. Just give even more dimension to that butterfly. Ah. I think I want to use this color for that. Let's get this one. Darken all around her. Oh, it looks so good. So good. Do you know that I've got 3 of my patients coloring? They said that they love it. 2 of them are nurses. One is a nurse practitioner, and one is a registered nurse, and one is a nurse anesthetist. And they said it's changed their life. I missed my chance. Tom is home. That's bullshit. He's not getting any of mine. I just turned on the news again. That's why I don't turn it on. I don't want to know what's going on. It's too flippin' upsetting. too flipping upsetting. Oh, this is so cute. There's still some salt on the paper. Bye, Erica. Thank you for being here. I feel like I can get this done. It's close. That's another thing I like about Maria Trolle. The other page that I did on a live stream, I almost finished on the stream and I finished it that night. It just needed a little bit of glitter. So that's very inspiring to me. Grab that green color. Just make this a little bit darker. Oh, she's so pretty. Let's see. Cannot color in the lines. Yeah, a little glitter and you're done. That's what I think. What books would you recommend for a newbie that's not too expensive? I don't like brain fart. I forgot what they're called. ADHD. Wow. The books that images are chopped up. For a newbie, you know, I'm going to say Small Victories. I think this book would be great for a newbie because they're not so intricate. They're like quicker wins. You know, you can flat color or just not color every little thing. She also gives you, she's not giving you like the shadows, which I think is good personally, because then you don't get lost in it. I care about color than anything else anyway. Thank you, Leslie. I'm flipping in love with this. I feel like this could have used some green. Just a little. Oh, yes. I like to take color and carry it around in the picture so that there's harmony. So I'm going to do the same thing with her dress. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I think it definitely adds to it. For sure. Do you mean you don't like Small Victory style pages, Leslie? Where there's multiple. That's a really good question, Jess. I love Small Victories. I think Small Victories would be great for a beginner because you could just do one little thing. But I would say I love Maria Trolle's other book, The Universe I Have, but this one might be my favorite one. I only have those two. So I don't know how good this meant of that. What's that? Was it outside? I think I got my Amazon package. Let me see. Well, oh, this is yours. It's your clamper. I got a package, but it was for Tom. So no inklings for me yet. Hey, babe.
Tape thing?
That's your stuff. I don't know what it is. Hi. What's tape? Oh, let's see. My hair. I'll recommend a bunch of books that aren't too expensive. Oh, thank you. You are flipping amazing, Jess. Are you talking about Zen Doodles? Amy, hi. Such disappointment. What did I miss here? Amy, did you say something else and I missed it? I know, Susan. Hi, Tom. I know. He just got home from work. I did get a package, but it was not by Kat. We're so happy you were here. But it is not my book. Still waiting. I'm waiting over here. Wow, I'm in love with this. Tom's package, I know. What the hell? His is for the house. It's some kind of, I don't know. He said tape, a tape dispenser, whatever that means. I love these colors, make me so happy. And considering today is such a gross day outside, this makes your girl super happy to see this. And I'm liking using these pencils as another layer. I don't know how to color those. Zen Doodles, yeah, I can. Small victories, and it's my favorite. I take it to all my appointments. Leslie, I love small victories. Other books of Johanna's I really like too. Like I happen to like Wonderful Wildflowers because there's so many pages of just like little flowers, little single flowers that I feel like they can be a quick win. But it's like all flowers and like a few animals with like things in it. I do really like this. Cozy coloring books, I've seen those are easy to color. I haven't gotten too much into the cozy coloring either. I don't know. What I'm struggling with the book that I'm working on putting out is I don't want to do whole scenes because I want my book to be approachable for beginners because that's what got me into coloring was I didn't know it was a thing. So I want like single illustrations, like single things and like one flower or a few flowers so that you can build your confidence. That's kind of the vibe that I'm going for. But I do have a few pages that are more scenes, like a bear and like a Christmas scene. I don't know. Part of that is watching collection videos. I know I would have colored so much in them. And Jana, that's a great question. What do you currently have? That's a fabulous question. Oh, I'm like in love with this page. Let me zoom out so you guys can see as it's coming together. Cozy coloring books, good for practicing alcohol markers. See, and I love Rita and Johanna Bastard were the two people that I got first. I have enough water in here? I have no water in here. Let me put some more water in here. And then I think we can whip this out. Be done. All right, let's see. Ooh, that was a great addition. That little bit of green. In flipping love with that effect on that butterfly. In flipping love. That green was like so worth it. Johanna Bastard was my first. Yeah. I'm glad that I did it that way. And now I find I really gravitate to both of their books the most. You know, if I get a new medium, it's always small victories. It's just such a quick win to try something out. Wow, I love those colors. It does. Thanks, Jenny. And, you know, my inspiration for the butterfly was this, and I'm definitely veered away. And it doesn't have to be what it really is, right? We can do whatever. We can do whatever we want around here. Nobody's going to tell me nothing. Let's do this. You guys can see me. All right, here's hoping that this was a good idea to put another layer. It was absolutely a good idea. I do feel the water is with some of the salt, residual salt, kind of vibe. Oh, it's just so stunning. Camilla Angelkova. Am I saying her name right? Probably not. Books look good too. I don't have any of her books, but I've heard so much about it. Like, I want to get them. Oh, I'm here for that. Jana, mostly no-name books. I did pick up Johanna Basford. Cody's seems to be more for markers. This reminds me of a video I want to make. Books I recommend for beginners. That's a great idea. I saw that Lauren from Lauren Reed Color did that, and that's just something I thought about doing. But I'm new to coloring myself, so for me, it would probably be more like books I'm glad I got or wish I had gotten as my first book, because I'm still new to coloring. Yeah, see the salt, it's definitely on the paper still, but I like it. And this color is awesome. They're so flipping vibrant. Like, so vibrant. Look at that stinking cute lily pad. So many cool books. Currently coloring. Oh, that's awesome. Autumn, that's a great question. Leslie, what do you plan on using? Because it is going to affect what medium you use. And it's like, I like alcohol markers, but I much prefer watercolor and pencil. So you would think these pencils are probably going to be some of my favorites. Wow, that green was a great addition to her dress. It just brings, oh, I went right over her daggone foot again. You're going to have a green foot, sweetheart. Everything's okay. Don't be sad. Green foot still looks good. Let's see. Yeah, to color outside the lines, but what fun is that? Adding that darker color was a really good idea. It's getting like moodier. My picture's getting moodier, which I really like. 30 spellbound cloud scenes. Ooh. I'm going to have to look into that. I don't have any of those books. I have so many ideas for videos, but there's only so many hours in a day. I have like so many hours filmed, and I keep filming more. I got so much footage. It's awesome. That's like a great problem to have. Let's see that extra layer that I did. Ooh, see, it's mixing with the salt. And it's helping to create texture. Oh, I love it. I shop eBay, thrift stores. We believe in a holistic approach here. You are more than your green foot. That's funny. Markers. I've never used watercolor pencils, and I'm fascinated. I have like a metric ton of them. I didn't know how to use them. Did I return to gangrene? Alex, hi. Yeah, we're going crazy over here, and gangrene is serious. I am a fan. I love watercolor, but the pencils, it's nice because then you can control it. It's different. I still love watercolor. Gouache is my favorite for backgrounds. Like if I did the background and the water in gouache and all of them in watercolor pencil, to me, that would be the ideal. But I want to keep trying things and see what do I like. But I do think that would be, I'm very, very happy. I lucked out that I found that card of Sarah Renee Clark's, this one. I mean, obviously it's not the same flower, but it works. I got some green right on the top there. Oh, that's so pretty. See, if I'm just going all pencil, I don't know. I finished that Das Land for the collab for Jazzy Doodle Designs. I did that in 2 days, but I worked on it for like 16 hours. That was a labor of love. Did not go according to plan for so much of it. But in the end, I ended up loving it. I should have stopped after the ink tints. It looked so stinking good. But I did film it, so that's coming out soon. Thank you. Botanical elements and water elements together. I love lily pads. I love them. Pencils use most books. You don't work well in writing a book. I agree. I don't think you can assess something from a one and done, but sometimes I'm really what is the word I'm looking for? Like I can get really stuck. Like I don't see something working and I'm like, just forget it. And I don't want to be so closed-minded like that. I don't. Ooh. God, I love color. And I like the splotchy effect of this flower, how that's looking. For sure. I'm definitely like to hold a brush, but I like to color in bed, and I'm not going to use a paintbrush in bed. So that's where the pencils come in. That petal is my favorite. I think it is. Let's see if I can make this one equal. Ooh, I'm in love. Going. I like that I just did the front ones. Did I? I did. What about these? Did I activate this again? Ooh, I didn't. I know I'm not the only one who gets super excited by color. It just makes me happy. I see it and I'm like, yes, life is better with color. Like right in there. I colored in bed one time and never again. Rainbow sheets. That's why I like polys. They're not rubbing off on stuff. Actually, if I'm being honest, in bed, most of the time I use my Tombows. And I like a hardcover book when I'm doing that. Wow. I am working out what you are saying, but is anyone else's sound distorted? Oh, it's distorted? I'm so sorry. I don't know why it has to be so difficult. But I do apologize. Wish I could fix it. It will be better in the future. when I'm hardwired in my new office, whenever that happens. Yeah, it's been stored off and on. Maybe I do have a storm over here. What the water? The weather is shit. Got green. You just. I do love the way she does like such flowy greenery. Okay, let me change this to continuance. Leslie, this is Fairytale Worlds by Maria Trolle. What do you guys think so far? I am in love with this. I can't wait, Autumn. I am in love with this. It needs a little bit of work to smooth out that sky, just a little bit. But it also needs to dry. But I love her. I love those flowers. The lily pads. Definitely the vibe of what I want. So it is hard out. It is just like, can you guys see out my window over there? You're connected, so I can't bring you over there. You can't even see it's raining so hard, but it's whatever. I love her. I absolutely love her. So I have to figure out how to smooth this out. Like the first thing I want to do is grab pastels, but I'm not going to do that because I did that in the Rita Berman book and I regretted it. So I don't want to grab pastels. I kind of want to use gouache over it and just put some clouds in. I think that's what I'm going to do. Is that cheating if I put some gouache over this? It just needs a little bit. Like I love this. I love those. It's a great focal point, but it's a great composition that she drew. Thanks, Leslie. I should bake it. 375 for about 5 minutes. I think that would help. I think that would help it. See, if I use the gouache, I come in and put some little highlights on things too. I feel like that's what I want to do. Totally went outside the lines right here and put some blue in the sky. I like that I'm not overly, white gouache. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to finish this off. I mean, I don't have to do that. I could it has to dry. It's not dry. But it could be smoother, but the paper's also super crinkly. So I feel like the best thing to do, my best advice with anyone that's new to coloring, even though I'm new to coloring, but I'm not new to art, right? So if you're not sure, I can't ever stop, can I? Give it some time. I wish I would have done that in the Rita Berman's book, The Land of Small Adventures. I was pushing too hard and I made another 8 hours of work for me with trying to save the page after it looked so good, but I should have waited, but I was out of time because it was due, right? I recommend giving it a day, sleep on it. Like I want to blow dry this. I want to close it in the book, put some heavy objects on it, and reassess it. Where the hell's my book? Reassess it tomorrow because I love it. Okay, I think I can add more. The area effect. Ooh. See, just a little bit more. I'm trying so it's not going to focus on the pencil. Let's change that. just a little bit more is the kiss of death, because I always say that, just a little bit more. I think I want her flower to be more purple to make it stand out. And I think she's already got a pink ribbon. I like the pink ribbon. It just needs, thank you, Jeanette. I'm very, very happy with this page. It's that feeling that I was looking for, because this, I'm using for this, it's going for the light V dark, the piece, that this is the page of peace. I don't know. You said it's Thumbelina. I don't know if that makes sense then, but it doesn't matter. I can do what I want. Jess told me I could do whatever I want. I love her hair color. Vibe of what I wanted. Definitely. My biggest recommendation for beginners is to try a bunch of different artists rather than getting all the books from one. I had 17 books for the first 6 months and none of those China Basford. I definitely agree with that. I feel like I bought several from Johanna Basford and Rita Berman, and then I started buying other books. I have, and Hannah Carlson. I definitely recommend Hannah Carlson too. Do you put absorbent paper next to the page? No. I used a wet rag, which I don't recommend because I got all of these pages next to it wet. Normally I use a dry rag, but I didn't have a dry one next to me. Do you guys like the vibe? I love her hair and her dress. It's so pretty. So it just needs a little bit of gouache over it is how I'm going to finish this page. But I am going to sleep on it. I'm going to sleep on it because I want to make sure that's what I want to do. And when I give it the night to sleep on it, I might love it so much that it doesn't need that. And then I would just put a few little gel pens. Maybe I might use my Languille gel pens to put some little details. I might put stickles or some other things. I don't want to rush it. I really like not finishing things. Do you guys love it? I love this page so much. I love you guys so much. It's almost done. And even that, today is the National Wildlife Day. It's fine. I'm not too late, you know. I can tag it tomorrow and say I did it today. You know, see, here I go with my water brush again. I can say, you know, do that and it's totally fine. It's the vibe. I totally love it. See, now I'm thinking it could use a little bit of purple, a little bit here and there, or some pink on the lily pads because I'm so big into adding little things, just like looking at it in the lens, like on the screen, like what you guys are looking at. But I love it. It needs to be flattened. See, when it gets flatter, the page looks better. I love you guys. Thank you for spending time with me today. I think this was a successful live stream. I'm almost done. Keep posted for when I finish this. I am going to put it on Instagram. So hopefully you guys are following me over there. You have the most refreshing attitude, as does Jess, and many of the colors I've only found. I love spending time with you. Jeanette, we love spending time with you. And I'm the first person to think I screwed something up. Like looking over here, I did not job. But maybe I did. Maybe it's great just the way it is. So if I just wait, like I love the white around her. It's drawing you in. So right now she is the focal point. Thank you, Salty. Thank you. I mean, I wanted her to be the focal point, and then you see the relationship between them. And I think I established that. So I feel art, that's what it is to me. It's feeling first, technique second. Feeling first, like perfection's out the window because it's never going to be. Thank you, Lori. Time to find the next book for the evening. Yay, Autumn. I don't have Instagram, but I enjoyed it today. Fabulous. Tink, flipping love you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me today. I'm going to have a lot of videos coming out this week. You girls just got to finish them. I did so much filming. I am going to have Sunday vibes this weekend because I really missed it. I didn't like missing that. I'm glad I had a little bit of a break. The paper did fabulous. No issues with the other side. So with that, I will bid you adieu. Thank you for being here with me, and I will see you next time. Bye, my beautiful friends. Bye, everyone. Bye, Lori. Bye, all my fabulous friends. Thank you so flipping much.